Get up.
Hello and welcome to the Velveteen Lounge. Hi, Errol. Good to see you.
Woohoo!
Yay. All right. First one here.
That is
Hello,
so much
Errol.
quicker than
I
it
hope
used
Lisa's
to be.
with you.
I gotta say. Yes, absolutely. Now, you may be separated by circumstances, but I bet you're not far.
I know.
Isn't that something
Yay.
awesome? Hello, 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 hello. It's a good thing.
All right. People are joining.
Hashtag. Hashtag. Goal. Got it. Love it. I'm just going to keep doing that.
Oh, please don't. Hi, Dime. And hi, John. And hi, Johnny. Yay. I love that you're all here. So
Hitting those
good
goals,
to
baby.
see all of you. So
Yeah.
we decided
Well,
it
speaking of
was
faces.
high time
faces.
for a... Oh, hi,
Yeah.
Elizabeth. And hi, Satellite. Yay. We decided it was high time for a Hawaii 5-0 happy hour. Hi, Julie.
Well, we had
Yay,
some
good to see you.
suggestions last week that were sort of bandied about
Actually, it was a couple of weeks ago.
by the audience.
I could put McGarrett where you can
and
see him, though.
We're, you know what?
There.
When the audience demands it, we put it into action, and we're going to do that. Some channels would make a lot of promises to you, like, oh, dude, I'll totally do that, and then they would never do it. But we're here to do it for you.
Hi, Lisa, and hi,
up.
Casey, and
Put it
hi,
up.
Nick. Yay, and hi, Eric. Eric, I just responded to your email.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Yes. Okay. Yay. I'm so happy you're all here.
Well, the great thing is, though, like if you're waiting to tell people, you can just like have them wait in anticipation.
Hi, Bill.
I love doing that like nothing
Hi,
else.
Mom.
Anyway, but yes, awesome. Hey, what do we got? Hey, Nick.
I know. Happy
Shall we
Wednesday,
say
everyone.
aloha? Yeah, baby. No, this is the stuff.
Oh my God.
Oh, I am so lit up today because of.
I was about to say this
I'm
has
not-
been the
I-
week
I-
from hell.
I haven't lit up, but I have just been so many things have been putting a fire into
know.
my posterior that I am just ready to go, baby. I'm ready to go to talk to you about some
Thank you,
real
Johnny.
subjects, not the BS I've been dealing with, and have a little fun.
I'm trying to make
Because
McGarrett
that's
show up.
The
there.
idea
Hey.
in general. We're here to have
I
a little
appreciate
fun,
that, Johnny.
have a few laughs, make a little love, do a little dance, get down tonight. One of those things. I don't know. In whatever order. I can't remember. And that's not
Oh my God.
the important part. You know, I remember we were talking recently to a group of young people because we were doing some sort of seminar, and you know, they were a little confused about their future. I think the college kids, and I was telling them, you know what?
Time we do need a vacation so bad. You have
Seriously.
no idea.
I was telling them, you know, that thing that you're trying to figure out, you don't need to know that yet. That's a very important principle, I think. If you're like, I need to make a decision now. I mean, you need to make a decision when you get to the top of an escalator. But if you're not there, you do not need to make a decision. And if somebody's forcing you to do that, if you're actually like in a police station and they're saying you need to confess, I'm like, I need to see a lawyer is what I need to see. Don't ever talk without that. Yes.
How did that come up? Anyway.
I'm talking about forced decisions, and you know what? That's not even a
Oh.
forced decision.
I don't-
If you're being pressured to like talk to police officials, not without a lawyer, or not.
I
And
don't feel like
that's it.
I don't feel like I've been forced to talk to any police officials.
Not
but
yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
Give us some time.
Thanks for that.
But life.
But
life-
anyway.
life is full of decisions like that. You must do this now. Do I really? Why?
Ugh.
Why?
Yeah,
When?
no.
I need to pay my mortgage every month, or I'm kind of in trouble with the mortgage company. That's what I need to do. I need to pay my taxes every year, or I'm in trouble with the IRS. It's all about
I
taxes.
feel like it's so early in the evening to be getting philosophical.
It's not philosophical. That's just sort of like the thing. It's slightly morbid, perhaps. Hey,
Okay, morbid.
Morbid.
If you prefer.
Death, taxes, all the things. You know what I'm talking
You
about.
prefer.
You know what I'm talking about. But, you know, I don't actually, like, I don't pull punches here. I'm just going to tell it you straight.
Too many Utes are forced to define who they are.
Utes!
That's right, Casey.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you. It is about the youths. You know, what are you now? Right, here and how. And yeah, no. You don't need to say any of that. It was like
No.
we were watching that, what was that movie about Elizabeth Holmes? Where
Oh, The Dropout.
The Dropout.
That was a series.
Yeah, it's really a good series. It's well
Yeah.
done. If you're wondering about all that BS, oh boy. But then there is like the nephew of Schultz, he's kind of implicated in this because he actually told stuff. And then you get the lawyers from Theranos who are there who are saying, you need to do this. Then they're like, wait a minute, and then they're talking to his lawyers, and they're like, we're not doing any of that, and they go back and forth, back and forth. And eventually, he doesn't do any of that. And I'm thinking to myself, like, yeah, well, when some like official is like, you need to do this, I'm kind of like, I do. When? Why? You know, I push back on stuff all the time at work, and some of this is a demand which I think is stupid. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Try again. And eventually you go back and forth, and then you do something else. I'm like, well, I guess we could have done that in the first place. But I had to go back and forth like that, didn't I? Because everything is a negotiation. Everything. I tell you. We're on the heavy stuff so far.
I was like, can I have a drink?
No! Yes, you can. You can. I'm not
Oh,
negotiating
watch
that.
the loved one. Oh, the loved one. Yes, Elizabeth.
Oh, yes!
That's
oh,
a good
man.
one. That's a good
that's just with
Okay,
the mortician played by Liberace. No, that fellow's crazy.
Eric is saying, feel free to discuss the contents of my email. So, yeah, Paul was just like, wasn't it like the CBS special theme? Yes. So Eric sent 2 links. One is like the CBS, like the special presentation theme. And then the other one was some incidental music from Hawaii Five-0, which are the same songs. So feel free to drop those links if you want.
This record,
yes,
which is highly recommended for everybody here because you tune in because it was 5-0. This is a great record. Fantastic.
I was like, man, I'm wiped out after your speech.
Mort Garson. Speaking. Oh, wait a minute. I was not going to talk about death anymore. Then I had to say Mort. Oh, sorry about that. Anyway, so that's a great record. Big seller in its time. It is actually a soundtrack taken from the actual show, which is a little unusual at the time. Stuff like Peter Gunn was actually sort of a re-recording from the show, which is interesting. But it's it's great. That is fantastic. I would say buy that too. But this is a really great record, and I believe it was issued a lot around the world. Absolutely a CD out there. There's streaming on that. You can certainly just like pull a YouTube on it and grab the music. And there's probably like a 180 gram reissue on LP, blah, blah, blah. You want it on 8-track tape? Of course it was issued on 8-track tape. Come on, whatever. We got all these things. You can get this a lot of ways, and I recommend you get one. It's a really great record. And
hi, Russ.
You recognize all the music from the show, certainly first season. That's when this was issued.
Russ just sold his copy.
Just sold his copy?
Yes.
Where's Russ?
Right there.
Oh! Well, Russ, put it this way.
Yes, McGarrett's a tire squeal. That should be in like a drinking game. Yeah.
McGarrett's tire squeal is the thing. Russ, if you got a good price for it, you can always get another. That's the thing. Exactly. I mean, maybe you had a good reason to sell your copy. That's okay.
Well, you don't need a reason.
I have. No, you don't really. I mean, but I've let.
Do you?
I have let some things go in my time, and then later on got them again. So what? It's not a big deal. Oh yeah.
Oh, you're saying the only other TV show that did that was Miami Vice. Oh, that's funny.
Well, did what?
Was it the theme thing?
What did they do, Eric? I'm confused. Just asking.
I thought maybe the incidental music. Let us know. Let us know what you're talking about.
Drop it here.
Okay.
Clarify, please. Clarify.
But anyway,
we're here to clarification.
After your rant, I need a
What rant?
I need a drink.
Oh well, no rant. No rant intended or implied.
It was very heartfelt. I was here for it, but now I want a drink.
I speak plain because I'm not here to feed you a line. We're here for a little entertainment, a little song, a little dance,
a little seltzer down your pants. And that's a different show.
Oh my!
Maybe that'll be next week's happy hour.
Well, we've had requests.
Okay.
We'll take requests.
Oh, music from the TV show. Oh, just not the theme. Okay, yeah.
Well, Peter Gunn, which launched the whole TV show soundtrack thing, is all incidental music used in the show. So that was real. And there is a soundtrack album for Richard Diamond, which was actually based on, I think, the movie with Dick Powell. And the original TV show featured Harry-O. Who was Harry-O?
David Jansen.
David Jansen. It featured David Jansen basically playing Harry-O 10 years early. You flash forward to him when he's just hanging on the beach as Harry-O. It's like, it's the same character.
Harry-O.
It's the same character living on a boat, which basically makes him like... Now who am I thinking of?
I was going to say Rockford lives in a trailer.
Rockford. Yeah,
he lives in a trailer.
Makes him like Rockford.
He lives in a trailer,
Living in a trailer. But, he's just sort of a beach bum solving crimes. Hilarious. Love these shows. These shows are awesome.
Oh.
Hey!
Oh, okay. Oh, Russ, got it. Okay.
You sold it all? Oh,
I'm a
man.
cop. Mira says, I'm a cop about as many times as Bones on Star Trek CC.
Doctor, not a blink. Not a blink and bacon.
Okay, all right, Dime. Okay. All right, you guys are talking amongst yourselves. I love it. Okay, so
Oh, yeah. I
my
remember
first drink-
Songs of the Key of X. That was a really fun collection.
for my first drink of the evening, are you leaving?
My first hat trick.
Oh, okay.
No, but my shoes are. So,
Since it's International Women's Day, I'm creating a drink called the Peggy.
the Peggy.
You may remember Peggy was
Oh,
the
we know Peggy.
secretary.
The hardworking
on
administrative
Hawaii Five-0. So
for McGarrett there.
I'm making the Peggy.
He was always asking her to do this, do that, a little coffee, some sandwiches for the boys, and then like, we're working late, Peggy. And there she is until 4 a.m.
The
with the
Peggy
boys.
started with 1 ounce of Stiggins Fancy Pineapple Rum from Plantation.
You added 1 ounce of Humidor, which is Reposado.
Reposado tequila. And I know
Pretty
people
good place to be.
people who haven't tried it go like, rum and tequila, oh my God, but don't knock it till you've tried it.
Try it, man.
It's really good.
You know?
And then
I always say you got to audition these things.
I'm going to do 1 ounce of Barrow's Intense ginger liqueur.
This is intense.
Right, you can go back. Now
There we go.
I know what I'm doing.
Chicken?
Okay.
Check in the
So
comments.
for the Peggy. Hi, Tom and Jennifer. Good to see you.
Hey, awesome.
Okay, I'm
Hello,
gonna do
hello,
my half
hello.
ounce
Good to see
of
you here. Wish you were here, because you
Barrows.
could be.
I know.
But, you know, we're all close. We're not too far. Good to see.
And half ounce fresh lemon juice.
I'm thinking of like show soundtracks that we own, which are many. There's actually an album that was issued years later, decades later, for The Prisoner, which is highly worth your time. If you like the show and you like the music, it's really great music. Main theme by Ron Grainer. Very, very cool theme. Same guy who did the Doctor Who theme. Very cool theme.
5 dashes hella Mexican chocolate bitters.
Boom.
Shake with ice and strain into a cocktail glass. We forgot the tiki cocktail glasses. I'm going to go get them.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
damn. Yeah, well, that
I'll be right
happens.
back.
Folks, that does happen. We put all this together and there's that one thing. Oh, wait, how it burns you. But whatever.
got it. I
2
got
seconds. She's ready.
No
She's
worries.
coming back in.
We
And...
probably should wash them, but they were upside down, so I'll just wash it on my dress. I'll just wipe it off.
Done. There you go.
All right, there's one for you.
I'll take it.
Okay. Shake with ice and strain into
Rain into...
a cocktail glass.
You need ice.
I do need ice.
Yes, I get you ice.
Annie Mancini goes, oh, hi, Peter.
Ah.
Hey.
Oh, we got to vote for any Mancini from
Yes.
somebody named Linda Patterson. Let me tell
Oh, my
you.
gosh, speaking of Mancini.
Let me tell you how right she is.
Speaking
Yep.
of let me sheath this drink, but
Shake
speaking
it.
of Mancini,
Yep.
this is hilarious.
Yep.
All right.
So, yeah, in terms of shows that Hank did, he
Hank.
starts out as a guy at Universal doing some really low level stuff, but he did some cool themes to The Creature from the Black Lagoon, and then a bunch of like just sort of library stuff for them, and then manages to get the contract to do Touch of Evil. And that thing is unbelievable. It's just like all these crazy Latin and really, really sleazy rock and roll things. And you're like, wow, this guy can do anything. And then that catches the attention of Blake Edwards. And he's
Ooh.
like, well, I'm doing a cop show, like a private eye show. And, comes up with a theme and it goes from there. And that thing goes ballistic and completely launches the genre of TV soundtracks, that you would go and buy. It's like, oh, that happens to be a thing. And there's also...
Hi, Knick-Knack Twin.
It also launched the idea that like every crime show had to have jazz.
It's your fault regarding the tiki glasses. No, God. We both got a lot on our minds. It's just like...
Got a few things happening. Hey, how long did it take for her to get that class? Was it 13 seconds? Of course that's fine. Of course that's fine.
Anyway.
But I will say, and that thing,
But we
like,
did forget.
one good TV show led to another. Then you immediately had Mr. Lucky, which is equally good. The show itself is actually really cool. It kind of got buried in the ratings, which
Hi,
is too bad.
Kelly.
It's too bad. Gun itself ran for something like 4 or 5 seasons, and you can find them up on the internet now. They were never syndicated when we were kids. Now they're all over, and it's a really cool show. If my buddy Joe is watching, he's been watching that. Linda, who's been watching, has been watching some Gun. Oh, that's great. And then, of course, about 10 years later, probably a little too late for the game, There's a movie version of Gun in 1967.
Hi, Devin.
It's literally just called Gun. The whole thing looks way cool, and that is a different soundtrack, and it's fantastic. That is so cool. I can't think of a Mancini that I wouldn't
Hi, Alyssa.
recommend you slap on the gramophone right now. It's just all gold, really.
Oh, Satellite says, what was in between the Reposado and the lemon juice? Okay, there was the Barrow's Intense Ginger Liqueur, half ounce.
Mm-hmm.
And then there were also the 5 dashes of the Hella Mexican chocolate bitters.
Mm-hmm.
If you use Aztec chocolate, that would be fine too.
Bingo.
Yay. Okay, so yeah, Devin, Kelly joined Alyssa. Yay, so good to see you.
Hey.
Yay.
Oh, this is too
and
good.
Peter, yeah. Okay, and Knick-Knack Twin.
Glad to see you, Zol.
Make sure I got everyone.
Very glad to see you. Yeah, bear in mind, everybody who's watching right now, we are live let me put that another way. All of the Wednesdays. We're always here. Every Wednesday, 8 o'clock Eastern. Pretty soon that will be Eastern Daylight. It doesn't matter. It's still 8 o'clock. So we get a little more day. Big deal. Every Wednesday we're here, YouTube, Facebook, both of them. For now. We may end up on other platforms eventually, but right now we're going to be here on these two. If it starts crapping on any one of these, switch to the other. Big deal. We're on both. I'm seeing all of your comments right here because we switched our provider and it's working just great. And I'm kind of happy with that.
Devin, I get it. I really do. It's, it's been nuts. But I'm so glad to be here, and I'm so glad all of you are here. This is fun. It's like a party. We needed it. So, yay. Hi, Amy.
We've been talking to 5-0, which makes me think of not only cop procedural shows, but the Private Eye shows. British show around the same period as Peter Gunn called Man from Interpol. Came up on my radar recently, and I was listening to a few themes, and it was like, wow, this was really cool.
Wow.
Was shown on American TV at the time. There was a soundtrack album, and it's really kind of great music.
I love Unsolved Mysteries.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, Casey and John, thank you.
When you work in a record store that has ancient stuff and it's dealing in soundtracks, you'll see this stuff and go, what's this? And there's a related funny story about that is incidental. I'll tell it later. That's just doing this fine. So, yeah. Oh, you need it as well? Oh, man. We all need the relief.
Man, it's been a crazy time,
hasn't it? There was a period a few years ago where we needed a lot of relief. And luckily that's passed. But now here we are, taking care of business and doing things.
Thank you.
And, if I ever talk about, like, the fact that we're living Soylent Green reality, we are. I'm not going to sugarcoat that for you, but
Eric
we
says,
can get through
I'm Robert Stack. Well, I assume, since you're Robert Stack, I assume you're very familiar with To Be or Not to Be.
And
I love that movie so much.
There's, of course, he was in the TV show The Untouchables for a couple
of
years.
Oh, yes, Countdown to
which
Ohana.
Had a soundtrack, had a jazzy soundtrack. Very cool. There's a soundtrack for a show called Staccato, which has the coolest theme. Ooh. Elmer Bernstein. It's so good. And that was, who am I thinking of?
I love Unsolved Mysteries, too, by the way.
Oh, damn.
Staccato?
Yes, who was Johnny Staccato? That was played by Rosemary's Baby.
Oh, John Cassavetes?
Cassavetes.
Oh, okay.
Did this show. He didn't direct it.
I've never seen it, but...
He started it. This was just a way for him to make some FU money. And I think it probably did because then he made a bunch of movies. But very, very cool theme. And I always think that should be the theme every time Ninth Wave hits the stage because of Mike Staccato Rosado, whom we're going to see this Friday up at Jet Set, our local tiki bar.
Our friend Marty there's going to be a screening of the
Marty,
Ventures
you watching?
Movie.
The Ventures picture.
His Mod Tiki Market is going to be there. Ninth Wave will be playing. If you're going to be in the area, you should get your fine derriere to Jet Set.
That's a capital
on Friday.
Capital V for V cool. So be there or be square. I mean, you'd be a
square.
Oh,
Alyssa, what? You'll get in.
What?
You'll. You're not the only one I know whose ticket order went wrong, though.
Yeah,
we have a friend who, he got in. He got they thought he was in, and then his credit card didn't work, so.
Tanked. You'll
get in.
It's a glitch in the system. Didn't we just do Office Space? Well, we fixed the glitch. Yeah, well, this system, they didn't fix the glitch, so that's happened to a few people, which is a real drag. All I can say about that is there is a wait list. You got on it. You're waiting for a ticket. Guess what? You'll get it because last
good,
year,
Peter. Peter's going to be there Friday.
last year that wait list got cleared before the end of the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
thing. So people get in. You know, there's always a ticket available.
Yeah, the UK Avengers show. Yes, Dime.
Oh
yes, yeah.
The UK the Avengers TV show started out with Honor Blackman in 1961, I think, and she ran for something like four or five seasons as Kathy Gale, and then they pick up Mrs. Peel, and the show goes color. I think she's on it for one season as black and white Mrs. Peel, and then they're like, you know, bleep it, we're going color in 1967, and suddenly you've got the Avengers in color, and it's a totally psychedelic show. It's like The Prisoner. It's crazy good. Very great theme. Laurie Johnson, I believe, is that. Awesome theme.
I'm thinking about The Prisoner now that you said that.
Yeah.
And all I can think of is like the thing that follows him around. I just think it looks like my stability ball.
Oh, that's a...
That's all I can think of when I think of The Prisoner.
Oh, yeah.
Like my stability ball following me around.
Within the show, that's Rover. Rover,
yeah.
Rover's the security device.
Oh, Diana Rigg, yes.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yes.
You know, Diana is just like kicks
Eric
ass.
says I'm an accident created to happen. I'm a glitch.
Funny.
I just think of the Office Space.
Oh, yeah.
I fixed the glitch.
I fixed the glitch. So you fired him.
Fixed the glitch.
No, wait a minute there, Chief. We didn't fire anybody.
We fixed the glitch.
We just fixed the glitch. We find that these problems take care of themselves. Anyway, that was last week. Here we are talking this week. Oh, I do?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, it's like 20 minutes in. What the hell am I doing? Anyway, throw some ice on this baby.
Wait. Oh, so you're going to do that one first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got the head in front of me. I'm doing it.
All right.
That's it, man. I can always take a pause.
Oh, yeah, Amy, please do. We would love to see Judy.
Give me good loving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
please.
the
Send her on by.
fun is starting at 7-ish.
If we don't actually know her in person.
No, we do. We've met her. She came to our party.
Oh, she did? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then
Yeah.
we're fine.
Yeah.
I was about to say, she could always just come up and introduce herself. Like,
We
any
met
friend
her.
of yours is a
No,
friend of ours.
We met her.
That's the stuff. That's good.
She's already a friend of ours.
What's in the this guy here? So this is the one that we made that was originally called
Oh.
McGarrett Boilermaker. But now I think it's just Head of McGarrett.
It's
So
the
we're
head
going
of
with it.
McGarrett.
Yep.
Wait, Devin,
Go on,
hold on. I got
Go on,
it. I get it. Did you use that marshmallow Pepsi?
Oh, good grief.
Oh
You
my
used
gosh.
Peeps.
Blue Curacao and raspberry. Oh my gosh, I love. Yeah, Peeps Pepsi is trash.
Okay, so here, the only...
I'm so glad you tried it because we have not.
Only thing I can note about that is you don't actually have a base in that. You have a couple of liqueurs and the Pepsi, so that should actually be sickly sweet.
But it's
And if
probably
you're-
better
if-
than
if
just
you're
the Pepsi.
kind of probably is better than the Pepsi. If you're kind of feeling that, throw in some citrus. That'll dial that down. If you need some octane, throw in some vodka or something. Or
No, she
some
says
light
it's
rum.
really yummy.
Okay, sounds very sweet. Like that Peeps. I do not like Peeps, so the idea of Peepsy is like good grief.
Oh, hi, Marty.
And Peepsy makes me think of Poopsy, who I think is here. Hello.
Oh, good. Okay, Marty. Yeah, stars on guitars at Chet Set. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Marty's at school for a parent-teacher night. Have fun, Marty.
Oh yeah.
Right down the street, even.
All right. So, you are
Well,
right
stop
around the
by
corner.
for a drink on the way home if you want.
Yeah, we'll be here. Come on, stop by. And also, like, drop the link to the event right here so people can grab it.
Well, he's having parent-teacher night.
Oh, the parents will wait for 10 seconds for Pete's sake.
Oh, it's Tuesday. Okay.
Give us the link. We got to see about that thing. So,
But Dime tried it too. That's so fun. Okay, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find the
cotton
link.
candy pancake. That sounds
I'm
right.
gonna find the link and then just drop
Peeps
it.
are
Okay.
just like vanilla sugar. It's just hideous. I really don't like the damn things. But I don't like marshmallow really. I mean, we had some like s'mores recently. I'm like, yeah,
No, but
I'm
I
kind of
love
mad
that.
marshmallow.
Okay, I'm gonna just drop this here because it's the first thing. It's the first event. So,
Oh, excellent. There we go.
all right, I'm gonna put down the link. I know a few educators that would like to stop by. I love it. Okay.
Well, you know, the more the merrier. As long as they know their capacity, they're welcome. Our house is open to the men and women of the
It is so bad.
of the book. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow. But it's good with the blue curacao. Okay, I'll.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen it. You saw it. Where did you see it?
The Pepsi, I've not seen it in person.
Oh, I thought you saw it in person.
No, I did not see it
Yes,
in person.
Peter. It is apparently
Didn't.
a thing.
Didn't.
I thought you sent me a
Hilarious.
picture of it.
I did not. K&G did. Yeah. So,
Oh, Mike
yeah,
says it
it's
was
out there.
simple with salted caramel whiskey and Earl Grey tea. You would love that.
I would try that out in a
Yeah.
second. Yeah. The salted caramel
mean, I
is
would
probably
too,
like
but
sort
he
of
would
a
even more so.
sort of a liqueur whiskey with the saltiness
Hi,
taking that down
Laura.
a bit. And then you throw the Earl Grey in, and you've got like a base. Because I really, really like using a base. a tea base for a whiskey drink is a great way to go. It's a classic punch formula.
Oh wait, hold on.
Throw a peel
catch
in
up.
there. You're doing well. Yep.
Errol says, "Does anyone recall Bert Convey as a criminal in Hawaii Five-0?" I do. I do
That's
recall
your
that.
password.
Yes. Hard to imagine him as a bad guy. Yeah, I know, but yeah, he was.
Well, it's.
I loved it. He was all over that era of TV,
Oh, he did
right?
all of that. He did all of that.
Hi, David.
But everybody did 5-0. I mean, you've got John Ritter as a creep who was fairly homicidal. And you're like, John Ritter? What?
Wait,
but
hold on.
he's a terrible character, and he does it well.
I gotta get this
you,
into.
please.
Satellite says, anyone having some mild, balmy spring weather yet?
We had it in February. It came and it
Yeah,
went.
we did. It came and went.
Came and it went.
Although it's been sunny here, so yes and no. My drink's gonna be gone before Paul ever makes his.
Well, you didn't put my drink on top, so I got to go find it. You did put my drink on top. Here we go. All right, so I need an ounce of coconut rum.
I did put it on top.
Blue
Here.
Curacao.
Speaking of blue curacao,
Yeah, we're using the Bacardi coconut, which is actually really good. This
is another drink that's
very nice coconut flavor.
gonna. Another one's gonna sound disgusting.
Don't be surprised.
But don't knock it till you've tried
There
it.
is another coconut rum in the market, which I'm like, that's actually more of a liqueur. You know what I'm talking about. This is a rum with coconut flavor. So it's a good way to go. I think it's actually got a nice fresh flavor. And it works well. I don't use a lot of flavored rum, but when I do, I use a good flavored rum. There you go.
Like the Dos Equis guy.
I don't drink
I don't
that often,
always drink flavored rum.
but when I do, and boom. There we go. Just got this recently. This actually has markings on it. This is 1/2. It's great to have the double-sided shot that gives you exactly what you need.
Devin's
I
been
need
having
half an ounce.
snow. Oh, Satellite, are you having snow too?
Half ounce blue curacao.
Oh, I know. Our snow did melt because we got quite a bit last week and it melted.
Half ounce of lime juice. We got substantial snow. We had to
Yeah.
shovel a little bit of it. I wasn't happy about it, but I saw my neighbor and
I also was not
able
happy
I was
about
able
it.
to gripe to my neighbor and he got a laugh out of it. So that's great. That's all I need out of life.
Our neighbor who has a snowblower.
Yeah, he's doing fine. The coconut rum, the blue curacao, the fresh lime juice, and the chilled pale ale combined in a tall glass or Steve McGarrett mug. Yeah, duh. And fill with your chilled pale ale. I happen to have a Big Wave Golden Ale, which is pretty much close enough.
That's pale.
It's actually kind of an old man beer,
It's pale.
but it is
Yeah.
not dark.
Take me away to Hawaii too.
I'll be there. I threw a little ice in this guy just to keep everything nice and cold. It's not critical,
I know this is.
but I do need to keep this stuff cold.
Oh man, David, your last snow was right before Christmas.
Woo!
Wow.
Oh, that's okay too.
Oh, I was gonna say you probably want a straw for
grab
this.
straw.
I know
Can't-
it's weird to have a straw in a beer drink, but drinking out of that head.
It's a big mug. You gotta have a straw.
Oh my god, look at how dwarfed the straw is. That's really funny.
Need a bigger straw. You're gonna need
Do
a
you
bigger
want
straw.
a bigger straw?
No, I do not.
Okay.
No, I think we're fine.
Old man beer category.
beer.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta have an old man beer challenge.
You know,
happy
I
hour.
could say that without defining what we're talking about, but you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, Devin had to
You
miss
know old man beer.
cello lessons because of
Oh.
the snow.
Oh, phooey.
Oh my gosh, Amy says we gotten the least amount of snow this season in 50 years.
Well,
crazy.
that doesn't speak well for the water table, but we generally speaking don't have to think too much about water around here since we are just mere miles from a massive river of fresh water. And this whole arena has like huge water table. Although, you know, I think last August it was fantastically dry because it was so hot. Still, we weren't having the problems that they're having in California. It was so hot. Now they're completely inundated in wetness and snow. You can't win.
If they can eat chocolate bars with a fork and knife on Seinfeld, you can drink beer with a straw. That's the spirit.
Yep.
Oh boy, 11 inches.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Okay, so Lisa's talking about the Old Man Beer Challenge. They have been hilarious. Every year we've done this.
Meisterbrow. We got Meisterbrow.
It
By
has
time.
to be. It has to be some 10 plus years we've been doing the Old Man Beer Challenge, and people will come up to me, like during event, when's the Old Man Beer Challenge?
Oh, yeah.
And they'll come up to you at random times. So you're doing that this year, right? Because it's hilarious. And because people love a challenge and they'll give it a try. It's not a contest. There are no prizes. Well, last year there were prizes.
Oh, there are prizes this year. We have prizes.
We have prizes this year. It's true. It's not like you can be the
We've
champion
been to the thrift store. We have
unless
prizes.
you name them all. And usually that's really, really rare. Last year I was down one beer because you know why? Because they couldn't find Heffenrecker. Wow, that pissed me off. They did away with Heffenrecker? Are you out of your mind? Anyway. So I was stuck with 3 classic old man malt liquors. And we used them. And you know what? That increased people's chances. Some people really nailed it shut. Some people were so happy to nail it shut. Well, good. That's tough to do. That just kind of implies that all your years spent drinking swill beer, watching rock and roll, were not ill spent. Now you know identify these things. Now you can win a fantastic no prize. Here we go. I'm glad to be able to put that out to the world. It's hilarious. It's completely idiotic, and people are like, "What? No way! I can do that." The people who fail at it are so incensed because they've earned their rock and roll card. They're like, "What? No way! I got this wrong." Me? I can't pass this. Kidding? Completely insane.
And on that note.
This is very good.
Oh.
And a little sweet.
I know I've had it, but it's been a long time.
And a little sour. And it actually will want to go down pretty fast, so I should probably cool it on that.
It is kind of good.
But it's kind of good. It's got a little bit.
It tastes like the beach.
Slightly sweet and sour coconut flavor without being candy. So it's not one of those
that's
candy
interesting.
beers. Big Wave. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Lisa likes Big Wave. Instead of cans, we only seem to get it in bottles. That's funny because we seem to be going more to cans around here, but...
I've seen both, and I am really...
Errol drinks his beers with straw on occasion.
Fond of the cans. Not only are they easier to stack in the fridge...
I was going to say, just because you can stack them.
But they're much lighter to take back to the recycling because we get a nickel on each one of these back, right? I get a deposit on this thing.
That's true.
So I'm going to get it, and I can also take it to, there's a generic place you can take everything. But I take it to the supermarket, I just want to go bang, bang, bang. It's really easy to do these things. It's pretty happy. So, I'm good with those. Yep.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Who?
Sorry.
Anyway, correspondents are ringing in on us. Drought. Oh, excellent. Okay, yeah. I mean, as long as the table fills up again, you're in good shape, right?
The wettest fall on record. Wow. Okay.
Well, it was pretty damp.
I don't remember fall.
I also recall
I assume it was wet.
that most recently we had a fair amount of rain, and the backyard is it's all frozen
It's
now.
Muddy.
But it was just total mud. Total mud. And this is mud season if you're in Vermont, and really the rest of New England, Vermont, New Hampshire.
Or here.
Or here. We get it too. All of these things. It's really heavy. So, yep. I don't doubt that at all. Anyway, Head of McGarrett is a fantastic thing to have. If you would like this exact mug, is this still in production? Or are we out?
I don't think so.
This is a tiki farm. You're probably going to have to troll around on the usual online sources to find one. If you're interested, I say take a look and have patience. You'll find one. You do not have to overpay for such a thing.
I don't think you can get them anymore, but...
You do not have to overpay for such a thing.
Anyway, that was that.
Anyway.
Oh, okay, they said recycle too.
Yeah.
It says, drink Old Man beers in cans while making homemade beer. I love that.
Oh,
that's hilarious.
Awesome. Well, on a really fantastically hot day in August like we had last summer, you want to pass me one of those babies that's just really fantastically cold in a koozie, and I'll just be there at the grill firing it up and enjoying some OMB. Hey, that could be... there are a lot of things that I'd be pretty happy with. I find that there's local beer that we can get, like Yangling Lager is made in Pennsylvania for something like 250 years. It's actually a very good brand. They have a great lager, which is a fantastic old man beer. They have a Chesterfield Ale, which is really a higher class of old man beer, and I like that a lot. Used that in the Ale Challenge just the prior year. And we have Genesee, of course, is an upstate beer. And if we have any New York State kids here who spent their college years at a state school, they have consumed more than one Screamer. But my favorite is still Ballantine. I still like the Ballantine. I believe that's made by Pabst. And I think
love his Ballantine.
Somebody else really needs to take that over. It's actually a really great ale. Really classic.
Is Golden Anniversary still being made? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Who made that in the first
I'm
place?
sure someone here would know.
Who made that in the first place, Peter? We could look that up. Yeah, I don't recognize that. You would an equal question would be: is Grain Belt being made? Wow, never seen it because that's a Midwest beer.
Oh, that's interesting. Lisa says, "I love my beers cold, but Errol likes his beers warm, like the Germans do." Okay.
Well, here's the
Oh,
thing.
Dos Equis green.
Oh, Dos Equis, excellent. Yeah.
I love a Dos Equis.
I like
two at the most.
I'm very fond of the Dos Equis Amber, but I like the German dark lagers.
Yeah,
Are all good to me. They're all Munich dark lagers. Dos Equis Amber, Nego Modelo. There's a few others out there, and I like them a lot because they just got a little more malty flavor to them. The thing about the warm beer is it truly warm or is it just not icy?
I got Elizabeth says the only beer I drink with or without a straw is root beer.
Ah, there you go. Bingo. So, is it really warm? Does he really like it at about like 60 degrees?
He says I can taste them better warm.
Well, what's warm? What's warm? Degrees? Give me degrees. Is it just not ice cold, or is this genuinely like 75 degrees? Because I don't think anybody drinks beer that warm. You just don't like it icy. There's a big difference.
Anyway.
In the UK, they don't like it icy, but they take it from the cellar. It's probably about 42 degrees, you know? That's more than ice.
I get another drink.
60. Well, that's actually pretty cold because I get out here in the morning and I look at the thermometer and it says 62 and it's freezing. So, honestly, that's just not icy. That's still cold. That's the thing. In fact, if it's 60 outside, I go outside, I'll probably take a jacket. Spaten. It's venerable German lager.
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay, so I am working on one a classic, a Velveteen Lounge classic called Dano Buxom.
Dano Buxom.
Dano Buxom. So I started with 2 ounces of dark Jamaican rum.
Good place to start.
And I'm going to use 1 ounce of sour cherry cordial.
If I can get the top off, damn it.
1 ounce.
The things you need to do, I'm telling you.
Oh my God. 1 ounce.
I forget how long ago we did this, but I
It's
remember.
been a few years.
Pardon me. I remember this being good. I remember it being well worth repeating, as well as the Head of McGarrett, which we're enjoying right now.
1/2 ounce Frangelico.
We're enjoying the Head of McGarrett inside the Head of McGarrett. Actually, the bust of McGarrett, but oh hell, I'm not going to split hairs. This is all here for
Not
fun.
going to split a hair on McGarrett's head.
No, his hairs are perfectly in place. Hello.
All right, you can go back.
Shall we? I don't mind if I do. And I got
There
it.
you go.
I'll find it.
All right.
Boom, 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 boom.
Hi, Bobby John.
Oh,
Okay,
Jim Sock.
so 1/2 ounce Frangelico, 3/4 of an ounce.
Yeah. I would say that
Fresh
in
lemon
terms
juice.
of your more flavorful beers, that like if you
I
actually
can see my markings. Hold on.
Oh, okay, well,
Got
that could be
it.
tough.
I got it.
If you have to, no,
Ooh, you're gonna need
I'm not.
more.
I know. Whatever. It's okay. It's okay.
No joke.
It is a thing. I'm telling you. Trying to get an idea out here. I'm trying to remember what I'm trying to say.
Oh my gosh.
And beers, like with your more flavorful beers,
Keith.
your maltier beers and all that, you really don't want it icy cold. You want that to be more degrees because the flavors will come out when the temperature's a little higher. The coldness is all about really, really light lagers. Those are really great if they're cold. And if they get a little warmer, they're kind of terrible. So it's a big difference between like English ale, German lager.
Might as well chew on a Jim Sock.
all of those,
I love it.
even those, all of those Euro lagers that are out there from wherever, like you really want them pretty cold. True.
All right. Yeah.
A maltier beer? Yeah,
Might as
you
well
can
chew
have
on
some
Jim
temperature.
Sock. Neither here nor there.
Is it there?
Errol says, we often wonder how many cop extras on Hawaii Five-0 were actual Hawaii cops. I've heard many. I wouldn't be surprised because they use the same actors over and over again.
And all of the location stuff was actually Hawaii, and you're thinking, well, who are you going to get? You know? They would shoot that and then repair back to Los Angeles to shoot the interiors because that's how you do
No,
the TV
it was
show at the
filmed
time.
entirely in Hawaii.
The whole thing's Hawaii?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It says on the end credits of Hawaii Five-0, filmed entirely in Hawaii.
Well, I know that the exteriors
No.
were, because it is.
Entirely.
Listen,
Jack
I
Lord didn't like to leave
know
Hawaii. Hi,
that
Gettysburg,
The
ma'am.
exteriors were, and if the
No,
interiors were, then
interiors
that
were
means
too.
that they had some good studios
Yeah,
in Hawaii,
yeah.
which is a good idea.
And apparently Hawaii now has like they built a state-of-the-art soundstage there.
Well, they had one then because they were shooting
No,
TV.
but like recently, so.
They had one then because they were shooting TV then. And if they built a new one now, then that's good.
So I added 3 dashes of orange bitters too.
That's a good place to be.
Oh, really cold Pilsner on a hot day is happiness. I
Well,
completely agree.
Well, it's true. Really cold lager, same thing. Any of your lighter beers, very cold.
Oh,
Thank
Ricardo
you.
Montalban plays a Japanese character. Do you remember?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
which
we
one was
remem-
that?
We remember that.
I've seen all of them. We watched the entire series from beginning to end.
Oh, wait. Oh, 5-0? That's not Ricardo Montalban. That's Mark Leonard. Playing
Oh.
a soldier who was like programmed to be sort of a bomb during
Oh,
during
so I'm thinking about
Pearl Harbor, and he actually ends up in a mental institution in 1941, and he wakes up like 25 years later. That's the plot of the show. It's really crazy, and it's a little implausible.
They won't get any cheaper. You're right. You are correct.
No, true too.
Although we found out tonight, because this week hasn't been fun enough, I tried to put in, I was like, oh, we'll have Hawaii 5-0 playing while we're live. There's something wrong with our DVD player.
What happened, Kelly?
I would put it on, and it's like it was gaslighting me. Like, I would put it on, I would start playing, I would hit play all, and it would play for like 5 minutes, and then it would just stop and shoot me back to the menu.
Yeah, right.
It's like,
Flipping back.
really?
Well, I'll say this about cheap DVD players.
So now we have Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, because that's streaming.
Because it's streaming.
I will say this about cheap DVD players. You know what I want to say?
Dano books them. Book 'em, Dano. Murder 1.
Murder.
Not murder.
Murder, Dano.
Hi, Mikhail. Good to see you.
Dano. The thing about
Murder.
cheap DVD players is what?
They're cheap.
They're cheap. They're cheaply made. They fall apart. You throw them away.
Yeah, I
It's just
know.
junk.
I know.
It's just junk.
The Murphy Blues.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just
No,
life, you know.
Life in the big city.
Life
Gotta
in
say.
life in the arts is not fun.
Yeah.
Although we went to a really fun mixer last night.
We did. That
We
was
went
fun.
to a really, really great mixer. So if anyone
think
from the
about that.
mixer is watching, we enjoyed
Hello.
meeting you.
Hello.
Outside of the mixer.
Mm-hmm.
I just want a vacation.
Yeah, I know.
I just
know.
want a vacation.
I know. You know, you really deserve a
I
vacation,
do.
don't you? I mean, there's
Really
things,
do.
there's places that we might think about, and like right now, it's really concentrated on the project, and that's where it's got to be.
I know.
So yeah, we do it. We keep doing it.
Whatever.
You keep doing it because you got to do it. You got to do it.
You gotta do what you gotta do. You know,
You got to punch it.
if you're in the arts, you gotta do the arts. There's a part of me that wishes I had had a burning desire to like get my MBA,
Accountancy?
and I didn't.
Well, what are you going to do with the MBA?
And I didn't.
What are you going to do with the MBA? I don't even know what you do with that.
Oh, Amy says, any suggestions for Frangelico? Yeah. Well, I wish I knew what you had, but yeah, you could do like any kind of
Sort of a nutty liquor.
or nutty
you've
or like
got-
mellow, like
If you've
you
got
could
like,
even use like a vanilla.
yeah, if there's like a walnut flavor,
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because Frangelico is hazelnut, is that right? You're probably not going to find another hazelnut on your shelf.
There is another hazelnut.
se.
We used to have it.
But there is one. It's true.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of walnut liquors out there that you might have. There's the macadamia nut from Trader Vic. You might have. That's
Eric,
pretty
you're
good sound.
correct.
So like really like nut liquor is kind of sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think, anything that you might substitute for a nutty flavor. I feel like any kind of sort of mellow, sweet flavor, like a vanilla, would be good, I think. You could even do orange in this. It would be good. I mean, it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be exactly the same, but it would be good.
It would be a different drink.
Yeah.
True. Hey, I didn't try this again. How is this?
do
How is
it.
this doing? Oh yeah. Let's try that out. Yay.
Oh, Bobby says my boy was stationed in Hawaii. Locals not too friendly to the servicemen. Interesting.
Oh, so good.
You could do amaretto. Sure.
Well, I gotta wonder why they're not.
Yeah,
Because
I don't know.
I see our local service people in various vocations, and I think you're doing a job, and I appreciate it. That's the thing. It's you're doing a job that somebody asks you to do. Sometimes it's a pretty terrible job,
Right.
and you're doing it. So I appreciate that. I have to do jobs sometimes where I work, and it's like, yeah, this is really kind of crummy. We do it, we take care of it, and we're done. And I think about those who are out there to fight fires and keep the peace, and it's like, yeah, sometimes it's an extraordinarily boring job, and sometimes it's the worst job in the world. So you do it, You do it. You do your job.
Anyway.
It brings us, when we think about 5-0, where it's just like, we got to go check on Moira. This is really the CSI of its day, isn't it? Moira. It's 5-0 is
Murder.
5-0 is all about corpses, and they got to find the perps and take them up to justice.
McGarrett always said murder.
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 And they're just ready to go and bring down the perps. And, the no-nonsense approach from McGarrett is great. I love how, he'll find out that a couple of torpedoes are coming in from Detroit, meet him at Honolulu Airport and say, hi, you're here for a specific purpose. You need to turn around and get back on that plane. And they just look at him like, what? And he's like, I'm the chief of police here, so get the hell out. He's not. He's the special squad. But, he does.
One.
He does. And the governor is just totally behind him. Steve, we've got to do something about these guys. So, boom. The governor is played by...
Fun all the time. Richard Denning.
Didn't he just leave us?
Did he?
Who was it? Who was it from Creature? Second time tonight we've mentioned Creature.
Yeah.
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 Was that him?
Richard Denning, right?
Yeah, look him up. I thought it was somebody from Creature who just left us.
He was
Which
from
isn't fun.
Creature.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
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 No, he died a while ago. A long time ago.
Well, he died a while ago, but he was in Creature from the Black Lagoon, and he played the governor.
Somebody in Creature just died. Isn't that true? Rico.
Oh, Rico Browning.
Rico Browning.
Yeah.
Thank you. So there we go.
He did not play the governor.
He did not play the governor of 5-0. Richard Denning did. Who was also in this. I'm just trying to remember everything, people. It can be hard. Can it be hard?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh.
Brain cells that I killed off a long time ago. Oh, macadamia. Try the macadamia, Amy. I think that would be
You do have?
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Yeah,
try that out. Try that out.
Hold up the Jack Lord statue.
I'm just saying.
It's like an Academy Award.
No, it is. Personally, I think it's better than an Academy Award. So this is kind of fun. Hilarious.
I'd like to thank Dano and Chinho Kelly. Who else? What's his face? Al Harrington. What was his character on the show? Well, he had a lot of characters on the show.
There were a lot
He
of
played more than
sidekicks.
one character on Hawaii Five-0.
After Zulu left the show as
Kono.
playing Kono.
I'd like to thank Kono, Chinho
you
Kelly.
had Al Harrington,
Peggy.
and you had a replacement for
governor.
him, and then there was a third replacement for him in the final season. People deride the final season of 5-0 because it gets a little goofy.
Oh, wow.
But I think the good episodes are still good. That's the thing.
This is a mug. This is a mug that Tiki Farm made a long time ago. They made a series of them. I think they did a Don Ho,
Yes.
which we didn't get,
Yeah.
and they did an Elvis, which I thought looked
Yeah.
like Tom Jones, actually.
It wasn't a really great Elvis, but we have a pretty good Elvis out there that could probably be
Why would
created
anyone be?
more.
Oh wait, why would anyone? Oh. Joining the USMC as infantry stationed in Hawaii means a lot of landscape and groundskeeping work. I could kind of see that, actually.
Well,
yeah.
it's a little hard labor, but you're in Hawaii.
Why would anyone be a tourist in Lord's Honolulu?
Why
Taking
would
your
I-
life in your
why
hands.
would I complain?
That's kind of true. There was a lot of crime in Honolulu on McGarrett's watch.
Oh yeah. Oh, the Magnum PI mug.
Oh my God,
Definitely.
Errol! Oh, hi, Jeremy. I was traumatized as a middle-aged adult when I saw the episode where Chin Ho Kelly was killed.
Yeah.
I was like,
Like
they did not just do that.
Why did they kill Chin Ho?
No,
There must have been some kind of contract dispute because you don't take out your chief guy. He's
Oh,
like
Peter.
so cool in this show.
Peter's parents loved it.
Oh yeah, definitely. And
Oh, Amy has one of the Don Ho mugs.
excellent.
Oh, I love it.
Well, I mean, you got Chinho and you got Danny. These are just stalwarts of the whole thing. And Danny's there the whole time, and then finally, James MacArthur's like, I'm out of here. He just kind of like leaves the show. He just thought it was getting repetitive. Well, after like 11 seasons, it was, but it was still kind of like great.
The Magnum PI.
You still wanted to just keep going on and on. There's something about these procedurals that people are just fascinated by. I'm fascinated by them.
Oh yeah.
We'll throw on a Dragnet 67 and we're like, you're compelled. And I'm like, it is so dull police work. Just routine, and the acting is really stiff, but like it's compelling.
Although, and this has nothing to do with Dragnet, because I love Dragnet, but Dragnet streaming is the worst.
Because
they cut off the end.
The resolution?
You know how they cut off the credits on all these shows? They cut off the end where it says, what happened, the outcome.
In a moment, the results of that trial.
Yeah, and then they just cut it off and we're like...
If you can't figure out what happened to the perp as played by whatever young actor.
Oh, Ironside, Peter. I know what you meant. Yeah,
Ironside. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Who doesn't love Ironside, right?
We used to watch that too.
Oh, Satellite. Yes. The opening. I'm with you. And the bottom of the plane. I remember the bottom when I was a kid. The bottom of the plane and the hula. Yep.
You remember going into the jet engine. That is just with a big wide angle lens. And there's like a 3 shots that make up that big sweep pan where you whip around to McGarrett.
Yep.
That is very dynamic. The show's theme, I think, set a new standard for such things. And it was covered by the Ventures in 1969, and they had a big hit out of it. And that was the hit on the charts that you heard. If you get this album, it's a different version. This is the one they played on the show. This is not the Ventures. This is more Garson and his orchestra. They're both good. There is no bad 5-0. It's all good 5-0. Yeah. Awesome. James.
I just want to confirm this before I say something that will make me sound stupid.
Take your time. You're not here for stupid.
Okay, that's what I thought. Mm-hmm. Yes, James MacArthur. Did you know his mother was Helen Hayes?
Yes.
No, I know you know.
I knew that, yes.
You knew. Yeah. But wasn't he adopted?
He was adopted.
He was adopted. Yeah. But his birth mother was Helen Hayes. Yeah. His adopted mother. Was Helen Hayes.
Correct.
Yes.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I gotta catch up. Mm-hmm. James MacArthur left shortly after Leonard Freeman passed, who was the writer for most of the best episodes.
Oh. Well, maybe he just said to himself, the jig is up. That's it. Shows that have been running for a really long time, sometimes you need to just say, this is it, this is good.
Elvis did a benefit concert and donated $5,000 of his own, and the concert raised over $60,000 for the construction of the Arizona Memorial.
Oh, hello.
I remember, that concert.
A well-known memorial these days. This is a classic thing. I think the Brady's actually visited that memorial on their show.
John, I haven't. I actually posted that on our Patreon. I haven't watched any of the new 5-0, but... I've heard good things, but I haven't seen any of it. So if anyone wants to ring in.
I think Christy and Jeff watched the new 5-0, and they said it was entertaining, and some episodes were just ludicrous. But that you can say that about the original series too, unfortunately. But the good ones are great. Like the first couple of seasons of 5-0 are just so spot on. They just nail it.
I'd be curious, but
it's like honestly, the funny thing about 5-0,
we don't have cable, so we don't get network stations, but
I say this about 5-0. Look, you start with these Hawaii shows in 1959 with something called Hawaiian. Yep.
The record's up there.
Hawaiian Eye, which is really just like sort of a follow-up series to Sunset Strip, and it was also a Warner Brothers show, and the creators like, let's do another show, and they do a show that has exterior shot in Hawaii. Now, these interiors are shot in Los Angeles. They weren't going to bother with that. But when they were in Hawaii, there was a lot of time when they were spending at the local hotels.
Oh, my gosh.
Enjoying a few drinks. So, yes.
Lisa says, I found out a few years back that the girl in the intro, not the hula dancer, but the other girl that looks at the camera, she became a school teacher in Hawaii. Mm-hmm. I believe that because they did use a lot of, everyone.
I think they grabbed some locals.
So, yeah.
That's the thing.
Except, James MacArthur and Jack Lord, but I think, Jack Lord lived there because I heard he never wanted to come to the mainland unless he really had to.
Sod that. Well, so Hawaiian Eye runs for about 5 years until the mid-'60s.
Oh, okay. So John liked it. Yeah.
Okay.
John.
Okay.
All right.
Sure. Young McGarrett has McGarrett's car. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, the big Mercury that he's driving in the show.
Yep.
So look, so once again, so Hawaiian Eye runs for about 5 years until the mid-60s, Hawaiian show. You take a pause. Then you've got 5-0 that runs for 12 seasons until about 1980. Okay. And then maybe a year pause and you got something called Magnum PI. So there's continuity from like the late 50s
Right.
all the way into the late 80s with these series shot in Hawaii. It's a funny thing. They don't really have anything to do with each other per se, but it's like Private Eye show, Cop show, Private Eye show. It's all the Hawaii stuff. It all works the same way. And you've sort of got continuity from 1959 until about 1987 with Mai Tais on television. Hello.
Mai Tais on TV.
Mai Tais on TV. I want more Mai Tais on TV.
I gotta look something up for my own.
I might just have to do something about that. You know what I mean?
Sorry, I gotta look something up.
Take your time.
Now I'm just.
Look up what you need.
Hold on.
Fine. No, I'm
When
not.
was that created?
There's no pressure.
Hold on.
You get what you need to. This is all about decompressing after some rough stuff.
Oh no! I just wanted to
Argue
look up.
Ahimsa.
It doesn't say when, but I was just looking up. Screen Actors Guild,
Mm-hmm.
my union, has a Hawaii chapter, of course.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't. I was trying to look up when it was formed, but I
Hawaii
can't.
chapter of SAG. Oh.
Yeah, but
okay.
I don't know. But they do, because like, I suppose they could have said like, well, you'll just be part of the LA local, but they're not. They have their own. So yay. Oh, wait.
Yep.
Let's go to the airport about a man. Oh,
Ah.
Devin, good to see you.
Thank you
Yay.
for tuning in. If you have to at the airport, we know some people who had to do that today themselves.
Just like Tiki Culture did. Wait, what?
Mm-hmm. Wonder Woman was supposed to originally be made as Batman,
Oh,
like
yeah.
a hokey show. Interesting.
Oh my gosh, Mom, that's so funny. Mark
Well-
Green's brother.
Interestingly, the original Wonder Woman show, there was originally sort of like a TV movie, which had, I think, Kathy Lee Crosby. Completely different concept. They moved
for Wonder Woman?
to doing like an actual series and grabbed Linda Carter, who I think really does fill the role.
I love
well.
her.
And
I love her.
originally, this thing is like set in WW2, and it's just this period
Yep.
show, and it is very cartoony. And then after
But
a
I
couple
love it.
seasons, I believe it changed networks, and the new network was like, we love the show, but we don't really care about spending all this money to do period. So saw that. Suddenly the
Right,
thing
yeah.
shoots forward 30 years, and it's like 1976.
It's like a soap opera.
And like, boom. Oh, that changed, But yeah, so suddenly that's a thing.
Yeah, I believe it did go into syndication. It ran forever.
Well, Hawaiian Eye or Hawaii Five-0?
Hawaiian Eye.
Hawaiian Eye ran for about 5 years, which is great. There's
I
actually
don't remember what years it ran, but
59 to about 64.
okay, I wasn't
think.
born either.
Yeah, no, I wasn't born either.
I
Please.
wasn't born back
Place.
then.
Not there then. You have to see it in reruns. But it was never rerun when I was a kid. But when I was a kid, we didn't even get the Twilight Zone.
We saw
and
it.
that was like pretty obvious. Like you'd put that in a syndication.
We saw Hawaiian Eye when we had satellite. We had a dish.
Yeah.
And it was on this great, I can't remember the name of it. Can you?
Oh man.
It was on this great
totally out of my head.
satellite channel
Totally out of my head. You're right.
that they completely changed the programming because they had 77 Sunset Strip. The one in Miami Beach.
Surfside 6.
Surfside 6.
Surfside 6.
What's that? Surfside 6.
An address?
An address. Surfside 6. Where is it? In Miami Beach. But it was the same thing. It was like, it was,
Another Warner Brothers show.
77 Sunset Strip, Surfside 6, Hawaiian Eye, and Bourbon Street Beat.
Bourbon Street Beat.
Bourbon Street Beat.
They all had soundtrack albums except for Surfside 6. I don't know why. There was a Bourbon Street Beat one.
I bet they meant to.
But who was the heavy on Bourbon Street Beat?
Richard Long.
But who was the other guy?
Andrew Duggan.
Yes, Andrew Duggan is great because he enters the scene punching. He's always like, "What is going on here?" Bang! He just socks a guy.
Or else just, well,
So violent. But
Porn,
it's-
but
it's-
pooping
yeah,
my
it's
pants, so
Street.
wasn't aware of much. These shows were great, and that channel was amazing. And then they got rid of it. So when we decided to get rid of our satellite, or well, it's our dish, I
Yep.
called to cancel our service, and they're like, "What can we do to retain you as a customer?" I'm like, "I don't know. Bring back all these shows." And they're like, "Oh, gosh, we can't do that. I'm like, yeah, so just cancel my
So
dish.
cancel my subscription.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
So that was that for that. Interestingly enough,
Oh, Satellite, you're so sweet. Oh, yes, the Brady Bunch Hawaii episode. Yeah, shut it down. I love
believe
that.
that was
Love
a
it.
3-part episode.
In fact, I have something to
there's
show
actually
you.
a lot of Brady's in Hawaii. Yeah, which is hilarious.
Have you seen
Oliver.
the Brady Bunch pillow? The Brady Bunch in Hawaii pillow. It's got
That's
Taboo.
just
It's got
amazing.
Alice hula dancing.
It's taboo.
It's got Greg surfing.
It's got Oliver.
Jeff Granito. Oh, we've got Vincent Price here.
Mm-hmm.
And the guys all tied up on their tikis. Yeah.
No, Granito really kicked it out of the park with that
Yeah.
thing. I would reckon that those are still available. You'd probably have to check out what he's doing on Facebook and whatnot. Jeff Granito. Yeah, check that out.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I don't know if I mean, he does great stuff all the time.
Yeah.
So
So he might have
he
retired
did,
it, but I
he
don't
did
know.
a bunch of Gilligan's Island stuff
Yeah.
too.
He knows
Yeah,
all of the
yeah.
cultural touchstones.
You found a find that I didn't find. Exactly.
The cultural touchstones
He's so confused.
from the era that he's got a nailing shut. Like, if you weren't watching the Brady's in Hawaii at the time, you were certainly watching Gilligan's Island, which was set in a tropical
Oh,
island.
okay. Satellite knows
Yep.
his work. Yeah.
Yep. One actually imagines that if you're taking a 3-hour tour, you're only about 90 minutes out of Newport Beach, which means, where are you? Catalina? You couldn't have gotten very far. So these folks are shipwrecked on the other side of Catalina and they can't find their way home?
Or if they were in LA, like,
Okay,
yeah, how far
I'm
could you
kinda
possibly
thinking
have gone
about
off course
that.
in 3? Yeah.
There's a real problem with the aesthetics of this show. Also, the fact that the Howells packed their entire wardrobe.
Unless. Here, okay. Oh, Gilligan's Island conspiracy theory.
Mm-hmm. And what's the conspiracy?
Unless no one wanted to find you.
Hey, maybe they were trying to disappear.
Or
Maybe that's
maybe
it.
someone was trying to disappear and the other people were just dupes.
Maybe they're just stooges in the whole plot.
Yeah.
True. You don't say.
Oh, the haunted
Well, you got
house
something going
double
on there.
rocks glasses. Oh, I love those.
Oh, yeah, they're
we
very cool.
didn't get them, but
We didn't get a
yeah.
set of those, but they're very cool. They're well done.
For a 3-hour tour, who takes trunkloads of luggage? Ginger Grant, that's who.
That too.
Oh, and Lovey and Thurston.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
isn't she always in the same gown?
Oh, it's sold out. Oh, God. Oh, you got the Mai Tai glass. Oh, the Gilligan's Island Mai Tai glasses. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, Elizabeth, so cool.
It's got good things going on. Tiki area mascot. I love the fact that he's in Mad World.
Follow your compass east. Can't miss the main lane.
Flying a plane.
You would think, right?
Yeah.
You would think, and I feel like if you, how many rafts did they make? Like really?
An endless amount.
And no one saw them flying over.
Don't they have an endless supply
They
of-
didn't. They did not want to find them.
No, did they have an endless supply of bamboo and coconut? Yeah. Why
I
couldn't they
think
get
you're
off the
right.
island?
So I think Devin did
Just
get
asking.
them too. Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, they left from Hawaii. You can see the flag is half mast because Kennedy had been shot.
In
wow.
In
Okay.
1963?
Wow.
Well, actually, they probably did shoot
Yeah, that's
that.
true.
They probably did shoot that around that time.
I just don't see why they
Yeah.
wanted off the island, right?
This is the coolest place
I
ever.
blame Gilligan.
They all blame Gilligan. Gilligan!
Man.
Anyway.
But
Hilarious.
I feel like, yeah, my conspiracy theory is someone either didn't want to find them or someone didn't want to be found.
You know,
My money's on Thurston.
the wealthy man is the one most
Yeah, he
likely to want
probably
to hide
was
out.
doing like white collar crimes or something. And
How did he
didn't
get
want to
so
be
wealthy
found.
anyway? Anybody? I don't think he was insider trading. He's hiding from the FTC
Even
and
Kurt
the
Russell
FCC.
showed up.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously.
Everybody showed up on that island.
Jesus. Elvis showed up. Hello. Kurt Russell. Bang. Zoom.
Elvis.
Elvis loved Hawaii. Kurt Russell loved Hawaii. Boom. Hello. Conspiracy.
Oh, man.
I think you're
Oh
right.
my gosh, we have snacks.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I just got hungry, which is why I thought of it. We have snacks to try.
Got some stuff over here. I announced this to somebody.
Wavy Funyuns.
Wavy Lay's Funyun flavor. Is this the obvious mashup or
onion
what?
flavored potato.
Talk about a co-brand.
I like the way it's onion flavored, but they had to call it Funyuns.
Onion flavored Funyun. It's really Funyun flavored.
Yeah, if you don't have a compass, how about the sunrise?
Remember, the sun rises in the east and sets. The sun doesn't actually rise at all.
All right, we might have to do Gilligan's Island because everyone's got an opinion.
We recall that the sun does not rise; it's that we spin. So there we go.
No, but we do call it the sunrise.
We call it sunrise.
Yes.
It looks like the sunrise.
All right.
It doesn't.
Lay's
There we go. We've all had Funyuns,
Funyun.
which are just flavored with a
thingy.
whole ton of onion powder and garlic powder. Something slightly different about them. I think they kind of got the flavor right. Yeah.
It tastes like chips with onion powder.
Tastes like chips with onion powder.
I mean, they're good. They're fine.
You know, Diamond's a good point. The professor could be hiding. So he could, like, build a radio.
Oh,
He could build a radio. I think what he
you
literally
might be
did
right.
was build a storage battery, which is not hard if you have an acid and a base and you have copper and steel, which they had. They had from the boat. But he couldn't build a stable raft. Okay, what's up with that? Yeah, good damn question. Look, in 1947,
I'll have another one.
a Norwegian travels to Peru and grabs a bunch of balsa logs and builds a raft to try to sail to Tahiti.
Oh, oops.
How come he could do that using primitive materials, but these folks with the exact same materials
Thor
couldn't do that?
Heyerdahl could.
Thor could do it, but like an educated, like a college professor couldn't. What's up with that? Huh? What? What? I want answers, though. I like answers.
I dropped some.
So,
Oh, I dropped it on me. Yeah.
much? No.
All right, one more.
Yeah, there we go.
One more.
Eric thinks it's Ginger's fault. Yeah, well, I don't
She
want
was a distraction.
I don't want to blame the woman. Too much of that happens, and I don't want to blame the Hollywood person because hey,
I have not, Amy. I'm gonna keep looking though. The Frank's Red Hot Goldfish.
Hello.
I have not. I didn't see any good goldfish when I was there last.
David,
Oh,
could you arrange that?
yes, David. We do need to try those.
We do need to try those, and I'd be interested. So hello,
Did you bring spray?
I did.
Thank you.
Here is the oomph, and here is the moment.
All right. Thank
Here.
you. All
Yeah,
right.
boom. Good stuff. I like these. I like these a lot. And they're way too salty, but of course they are. Nice
Well,
flavor though.
I feel like that's what you sign up for when you
The white layers.
pick up Lay's potato chips.
I mean,
Sorry if anyone from Lay's
I love them,
is
and I'm not about
watching.
to stop eating them. So
All right. That. I don't
Wow.
know anywhere to put this. But that was fun. He said he sent a picture of these today. I was like, buy them.
well, I can follow instructions. So there you go.
Thor got generous, wealthy donors first. Permission later or not at all, right?
Yeah, I don't think he.
Hi,
got...
Jamie. Good to see you.
We saw the Kon-Tiki movie that was made about
Oh, yeah.
8-10 years ago, and I got
More than that,
I
probably.
got to say at this point, we were watching this, and according to picture, he went to the Explorers Club and got some sort of like, inspiration. I don't think they handed him money or anything, but he raised the money. They went together. They went and got the balsa logs. They put the raft together. They started selling their pepe. That's what it's called, and they made it work. They had like a motion picture film. They shot some of it. There was a documentary from the time, released around 48, 49. They took
2012.
2012. It's
Yeah.
literally 11 years now.
I know. I was going to say, I feel like it's longer ago than that. But yeah, yep.
Now, his whole theory about the migration is not really borne out by genetics. When you actually do genetic studies, it's like, no, it went the other way.
Oh, Amy.
So he had
okay,
an
thank
intriguing
you. I
idea,
will.
but it doesn't work. But it does prove that you can travel both ways, which means that there could be trade going all around. Just follow the trade winds. That's how it worked in the Atlantic Ocean. Not surprised if it works the way in the Pacific Ocean. So, interesting.
I definitely will.
Yeah, there
Amy.
you
We got to try the Frank's Red Hot Goldfish.
Because we
There's
tried...
nothing fun at
we-
our
we-
store.
Oh, yeah.
know.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I did find the Old Bay ones there,
Mm-hmm.
and I did find the Dolly Parton
They were
cake
good.
mix there. So,
True.
I think they're slightly on the ball
Well, you need to go
for
talk
what
to
it's
them.
worth.
You go talking about the Frank's Red Hots. Maybe we'll find them.
I know.
All right, we'll take a look. We'll see what's going on, Amy.
Oh, Eric, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we bought we bought them at the same time.
As a matter of fact, there was a young man who we were shooting at his.
Marty, I assume
tiki
you're
bar.
home now. Marty said, my goldfish is red hot.
If you're not home, then stop on by. We're here. So we did buy these at the same time. We had a person who watches our show is familiar, and we shot at his tiki
We shot
bar
a video
a few
with his
years
home,
ago.
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, I've got these outfits that I think might be worth your time." And so we took a look, and we're like, try this on. It was like, this fits like a glove, and this is just like, wow, that's kind of built for you. And
I'm buying it.
when you find a couple's pair that just fits you, you're like, that's it, I'm in. I bought it.
Dunkin' Donut goldfish? What?
He sold these to us for a very good price. So
Is that because you're in New England? I have not seen Dunkin' Donut goldfish.
I haven't seen the Dunkin'.
But that's hilarious.
Kinda
Because
awesome.
if you're not in New England or the Northeast, but I feel like specifically New England even more than the Northeast, like there's literally a Dunkin' everywhere.
Everywhere. All over.
I mean, that was a revelation to me in New England. But, I mean, we have, what do we have, 2 Dunkin' Donuts here in town?
Yeah. 2 in town,
We
just
have
right there.
2, one on each side of town.
More than our share?
I feel like in New England, it's kind of like,
One every corner.
yeah, there's a Dunkin' on every corner.
In Boston, there are literally more Dunkins.
Having a 3 olive dinner. Good for you, Marty.
Literally more Dunkins in Boston than public restrooms. Now, that's really saying something. Maybe the Dunkins are the public restrooms. They're probably legally obligated to do something about that. So, yeah.
No, you know why? Well, I have a Dunkin' Donuts story.
Oh, yeah? So, what's the Dunkin' Donuts?
We were on a way, was it your mother's internment? Whose internment was it that had the drive-by priest?
Yeah, that was it.
Your mom? Mm-hmm. Okay, so...
No, it was Leo.
That's
yeah.
right, your Uncle Leo.
Yeah, my Uncle Leo.
When his Uncle Leo died, and we went to the interment in Medford, Massachusetts, one of those towns, there was a drive-by priest who literally, like, we're all standing there by the graveside, and he drove up, left his engine running, got out of the car, said a few quick words, got in, and sped off. I'm surprised he didn't make McGarrett tire screeching sounds pulling out. We went to Kowloon after, by the way. But I remember someone really had to pee before this, and we're like, oh, we'll stop at Dunkin'. And they were like, oh, we don't have a public restroom. That's where this was going. I did not lose my train of thought.
Seriously, guys? I swear.
Anyway, Dunkin' Donuts. Don't have it be your last resort for a public restroom.
You'd
I'll
be
just say
screwed.
that.
We're just saying. So, oh, hey. Oh, that's hilarious.
Wait.
I talk about links like she's a battle axe. No, you don't.
Oh, Krispy Kreme. Jamie, okay.
No, you don't. That's just it's just playful banter. That's
Speaking of Krispy Kreme, wait, what? Playful?
No, just looking at Air's comment there.
Oh, okay.
But you know what? It's
all right,
so
all right.
true. You know, you can never have another. I couldn't find this gal in another million
Nope.
years. Oh,
You
man.
couldn't. You
No, I'm
couldn't.
telling
Aw.
you. No.
He's a good one.
Well,
right.
she's a treasure. What can I say? You know. So if you found
he a priest
if
or
you found your
performance?
honey, that's awesome. You know.
Here it says, are you sure it was a priest or a performance artist? Well, I didn't hire him, so
I can't tell.
I don't know.
Nor can I comment. And nor can I verify. So who knows? One of these days
But it was
we may
just
find out.
the other thing I remember was his like deep New England accent.
Well, if you're hiring a priest in Boston to come out and do a funeral service in the a cemetery there in Medford, you'd figure that the guy's going to come out and tell you a few passages from the Bible. And it's probably going to be the same ones that you got the last time because it's the same Bible and it's the same passages and it's the same cops. So you're going to talk about that. And there you go.
I was just like, what?
It was really amazing. I was
Yeah.
amazed he didn't come out, say his thing, light a cigarette, and start off. I didn't see this.
He should have lit a cigarette.
I didn't
I
see...
feel like if you're going to do that, you should light a cigarette.
Anybody who's wondering about
peace out,
the conspiracy
you know?
theory, I'm thinking to myself, he didn't light a cigarette. How do we know he was a
If
priest?
you don't have a public restroom, it may actually become public.
Yeah. Oh! Ah!
Get a womb. Get a womb.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
The story
Is
is true.
The story is true. Names have been changed to protect the innocent.
Was I had a point,
I'm thinking about on
which I've completely lost. But I had a
on
point.
Dragnet, who exactly is innocent anyway? I mean,
Nobody.
They're all criminals. Seriously.
No one, because they would not be doing a Dragnet about them if they
Not
were
doing a Dragnet
innocent.
if you were actually innocent, now were you?
That would be hilarious, though.
Getting water ain't need a thing, so let's actually make that happen, folks.
That would be hilarious, though, if there was a Dragnet. It was like, and they were innocent.
Good grief, they didn't do the crime there. Wow. Well, how about that?
It's like the 5-minute episode of Dragnet.
Well, Bill, what do you think we're gonna do? Well, we gotta go back to the office,
let
Joe.
him go.
Oh well,
He's
all right.
innocent.
You're innocent. You're free to go, but watch out, because we're watching you. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Blah blah blah.
You're sorry.
You're sorry.
You're sorry. We're sorry for the false arrest. Anyway.
Yeah, they're never gonna say they're sorry.
The names have been changed because they sound more interesting than their actual name.
Actual names.
Behind the bushes. Oh. Wait, what do you... I thought I brought everything in.
Did you bring a mug?
You mean a DOF?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Look at a mug.
Paul had to go grab a glass because... Kind of proud of this next drink. Not because it's innovative, because it is so not, but because it cracked us up at a moment when we needed cracking up. Oh my gosh. Our neighbor is grilling. Do you smell that?
Is it grilling or just wood fire?
Oh my gosh.
If Jose's grilling, man.
He opened the door and it
walk out there with
smells
a couple of lights
so good in this house. I don't even need food. I'm just enjoying the smell so much. It smells delicious in this house all of a sudden.
That's good stuff. Hey, wood fire is always
So
sounds
thank you to whoever's
who's firing up
burning
the old,
wood or grilling.
firing up the
Yeah.
old Franklin stove, people. So anyway, we got the inspiration to.
Oh, Elizabeth says, thanks for the inspiration. Rum sour in the Jeff Granado 3-hour tour glass.
Oh,
Tiki Land Trading
Too
has
much.
a Minnow on the Rocks mug out too. Oh, okay. I got to look at that. All right.
why are we not with you right now enjoying this drink? Well, actually, we are with you enjoying this drink. Awesome.
I
That's
still live
great.
vicariously through my alter ego, Mr. Znort Nurbiter. What was the... Oh, we came up with a good alter ego the other day, too.
There are things I couldn't say on the air, but
No, this was... Oh, man, I totally forgot. I was like, I'm going to sign into every place with that name now, and I can't remember. Damn
I
it.
remember our scenic was talking about having some sort of alternate name, but we
No,
eventually
this was just
named
like
him properly.
3 days ago.
Yeah. Oh, we'll have to take a look. You probably wrote it down.
I-
That's the stuff. Anyway.
I hope I
So
wrote
anyway,
it down.
folks.
Anyway,
we're
I like it.
gonna
I like a
move
good alter ego.
Steve-O here for just a moment because.
Okay, so
So anyway,
what
were
are you
inspired.
making, Paul?
I was thinking that on 5-0, you frequently see people drinking tropicals, sometimes in mugs, sometimes in a DOF, but they always have all of the parts they need, and I'm like, well, what are they drinking? Blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that, the Hawaii 5-0 special. I could spend a lot of time coming up with yet another 5-0 drink. It might be McGarrett, it might be Deno, it might be Kono, it might be Chin-Ho, Kelly, or I could just make a goddamn Mai Tai. So you know what? We're going to do that.
And he named it a goddamn Mai Tai.
Because if you go into a bar, and I'm thinking if you truck into, like, Sherman set the Wayback Machine, you truck into Trader Vic's in, like, Oakland, 1968, you find Vic behind the bar, you're like, hey, I'd like one of your famous drinks. He might just say, you want a goddamn Mai Tai? And bang! Mix it up right there properly the way it's supposed to be made. Well, you could make a Mai Tai 56 ways. Or you could just make it the way I'd like to make a Mai Tai. So let's, do that.
Goddamn Mai Tai.
We're going to make this the way it should be made. And it's going to be made in the Hamilton Beach mixer because that's what Vicks uses. They've got a much more robust version than we do, but it's still a Hamilton Beach.
You're talking
Don't
about
kid
a-
yourself.
Goddamn Mai Tai. I'm just thinking about it. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? A goddamn Betty Davis epic.
Oh, yeah. Seriously. Seriously. She knows what she was talking about. Look, the Hamilton Beach is great. It's actually not. You'll see.
Oh my gosh, Amy, that's hilarious.
Yep.
All right, I got to check this out.
Oh yeah, seriously. Okay.
China's the most Dunkin' Donuts locations. Oh.
Oh man,
All
that's
right.
going to go on.
Oh.
So here's.
I'm afraid to click on it.
I'm just trying to get a thought out here. Here's what we're going to do. A lot of drinks we'll talk about doing it in the blender. We have the Blendor behind me. This is the well-known Waring. You could do that if you're making like a really big creamy thing and you're making like 4 pina coladas. That's a great way to go. You're making 1 Mai Tai. The shake maker is a better way to go because it doesn't agitate as much as it
Should've
stirs.
put it on the bar.
It stirs pretty heavy. What's that?
We should have put it on the bar.
Yeah.
So people could see.
I didn't do it. I got the tin.
No.
Here's what we're going to do. Put the ingredients in the tin. Add ice. Blend up. Pour into DOF. Add umbrella. Let's go. So what we need to do is start with your base liquor. And I will need the good rum over there, which is the Tandaway. You could have a lot of rums as your...
We're running low on the good rum.
Uh-oh!
Just saying.
You can have a lot of rums as the base of your Mai Tai. There are some really good formulae out there. I think that Jeff Berry has come up with a really great idea to do with them, and that's a good idea.
Eric, that's so interesting. You need to go extreme and make a friggin' zombie. Okay, we bought zombie rum. Did we try that?
We have not tried it. Well...
Oh my God,
we're
idiots. Waiting. We bought the Hamilton Beach Bum Berry zombie rum.
It's a premix zombie.
And we haven't even tried it yet. We suck.
Ooh. Well, I'll tell you, I'm working with the Tandaway. The Tandaway.
Hi, Ken.
The Tandaway Gold, I'm telling you, as a base for a Mai Tai is perfect. It's a great aged rum. It's fairly light. It has a lot of character and flavor. I don't think it's a particularly old rum. It just got a lot of flavor to it. And I remember talking to the guys from Tandaway and saying, how come your standard off-the-shelf rum is so good? He's like, we have huge stocks of rum, so they're always aging. This is Philippine rum. They grew a ton of sugar.
Blaster.
Doesn't exist, so don't make me make it. Don't ask me to make it. I'm not going to make it. But I'll make you a friggin' Mai Tai.
She did not ask you to make it.
Who asked anyway?
She did not ask. She just mentioned it.
Wise guy. Look, so this is the Tandaway. I highly recommend you find some of this. We got ours for like 21 a bottle or something. It's not expensive
Wasn't
product.
much.
It's really, really good. It punches so far above that price point. And I got to say, the folks at Tandaway in the Philippines are really hitting it out of the park. Great product. Great
this
product.
Isn't a Mai Tai. This is a goddamned Mai Tai.
Fill that sucker way up so you get like a full 2 ounces of your base. That's the base of a Mai Tai. I'll make this
goddamn Mai Tai.
I'll make this for people and they'll be like, whoa, as if it's going to knock them on their keister. I'm like, it's just a 2 ounce drink, guys. It's not crazy.
Oh, Ken says, just got in. Did you use Grand Marnier tonight? We have not. But he's about to use a delicious triple sec we discovered.
Yeah, we are about to, as a matter of fact. Second thing you need to use is a little lime juice. I use a ½ ounce. Some people will say use 1 ounce. Those people are wrong. ½ ounce is the pour on this thing, and I have an exact ½ ounce.
They're wrong for the goddamned Mai Tai.
Vic was using small limes. I try this. This balance is good. ½ ounce is good. You could use 3/4. 1 ounce makes it very tart.
Elizabeth says
so
makes
not that fond.
Good. Makes a good jet pilot too. All right.
The Jerk Pirate is based around
Mai Tai.
Some high proof stuff, and the Jet Pilot is really a zombie family drink, considering what's
Amy,
in it.
I'm so checking out this link.
Oh yeah. No,
this I am afraid I'm not going to tank the broadcast.
Hilarious.
I'm so afraid to click on your link right now because I'm afraid it'll be like, you just signed out. Goodbye. I'll be like, so anyway.
I will say that your fear is correct. Yes. Because
I know. Yeah. Because technology hates me.
Because like these stupid things start taking over your life, and we're just trying to do a broadcast here.
Right. So anyway. What is that the Orgeat?
½ ounce of Orgeat.
Okay.
We make it ourselves. You can buy commercial Orgeat. There's some very good brands.
Yep.
If you're looking for a really unpretentious brand that will do the job very well, that you can probably find, Torani, which is used to flavor your latte.
Oh, I thought we weren't allowed to use that one.
What? Why?
I thought that was too.
Who
gauche.
says?
I don't know.
Who says that?
They.
Well, if you can define who they are, I
the
might
cocktail
listen
Illuminati.
They can go to hell because I think Torani's a great product. That's what we used to use around here. But then I started making it, and it's easy. Jeez. Well, if they're going to take me out,
the cocktailati.
If they're going to take me out in my sleep, they can try anyway. I'll take that orange, please. Yeah. Hello. So far we've got.
This is the one we just discovered. And Marty
is
bought some too.
The Curacao Triple Sec from Vedren.
Vedren.
Vedren has been around for 100 years. Since 1923,
Or
on
so
the
they
label.
say.
Depuis 1923, it says. Good grief. Who has ever heard of them? It's actually a very good triple sec.
Keep deleting
For
and
this
reposting.
purpose,
Okay.
Bang.
No. I want to check it out. I just I'm afraid to if I click on it that I feel like other people could like be like, oh, click on it and see what you said. I'm like, if I do, I'll kill the broadcast.
If you are right here, right now, and you click on that, you'll probably go away. And if it tanks your thing, you'll just come back to us. If we tank the broadcast, we're killing the broadcast. And we'll go away entirely, and so will you. So this is a problem. But you could probably go away and come back.
Funny how GD cocktail means awesome, and GD Funyun means bad snack.
That's hilarious.
Oh.
Well, I happen to like a good goddamn Mai Tai myself, and so far I probably got most of what you would want to put in that there, Pilgrim. The last thing I like to throw in this before we go is a little orange bitters. I like to punch up the flavor on the orange with orange bitters. She made these. Hello. And these are just awesome.
Come to our house, I'll give you some.
Come to your house. We can't sell these or anything, but if you come to our house, you're going to get these.
That's what everyone got for Christmas.
Yep,
and we still have a few bottles left, so come to our house, we'll give you some.
When we kick the final bottle, we'll just make them again.
I'll just make more.
I'll just make them again.
It wasn't hard. It just took like a month.
So all I'm really doing is making a fairly standard Mai Tai. I'm kicking up the orange flavor with some orange bitters. And then you got to grab the scoop. And you're going to take that.
Wait, don't you have a...
Yeah.
I don't have
a scoop, though. Yeah, there you go. And what I'm trying to do is find the most beat up ice at the bottom of this so that it's fairly small. Because you really should use crushed ice in this. But if you get the bag of ice like we do, you can always just like punch it on the floor a few times. And then like at the bottom of the bag, you got tiny pieces. So
we need a pellet ice machine.
Oh, yeah.
That's like the next bar purchase.
Hello.
Right.
Good idea. So if you punch low, you'll probably find all the tiny bits. And yeah, more or less.
That looks good.
A little bit more. You want a lot of ice in this thing. And it's going to stir for a hot minute. Truth is, about 5 or 6 seconds is what Vic recommends. And he's the guy, so I'm listening to Vic.
Yes, Ken, I made apple and orange bitters for Christmas.
Hello.
Well, watch my mouth. Should be like a crazy Long Island iced tea thing. Ah! All right.
That's it. You see the bartenders at Vic's, the guys and the gals, they're just like, they're mixing up 10 at a time. Bang, 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 bang.
Oh, you
and then they're just like, zazz, and they just pour. They are giving it 5 seconds and done. You're just shaking this up enough to get cold.
Is that Zaz or Zazuzay?
Zazz. But frequently, I will like to say zazz, or zazz, or zazz, or zazz, or zazz.
Zazuzay.
And that just fits.
Man, it looks good. I'm kind of jealous.
Just about perfectly.
Jelly. I'm jelly.
Getting kind of jelly? You don't have to be jelly. You're co-hosting the show.
I have to wake up in the morning. I can't have like a million drinks.
Well, you're not going to have all of
I
this.
could have another one probably.
You're not going to have all of this.
No.
You're going to have a sip anyway.
I will have a sip.
Insert straw. Insert lime shell, which you saved. Can you get me the Angostura regular bitters, please?
I can.
I can, homeboy.
I did not call you homeboy.
UHF, just quoting. I like to add...
Oh, yeah, we just watched UHF again the other night.
I like to add a couple shots of bitters on top because it adds a little character. No problem with that. This is not a really dark rum, but it has like a little flavor, which is nice. Hey, Tom. Awesome to see you.
We got to do a UHF happy hour. Has anyone here seen UHF? I feel like this should be like your
I feel like they have.
Weekend assignment. Watch UHF.
I need 2 more things. I would like a swizzle of your choice, and I would like an umbrella of your color.
Okay, well here, have a St. Patrick's Day parasol.
Well, it's coming up, isn't it?
Okay.
There we go.
And as far as swizzle stick goes, I will be right back.
Yes. Find you a swizzle. That, Tom, you're tuning in. We just made a Mai Tai. But we didn't make any old Mai Tai. We made a goddamn Mai Tai. Of the sort that you might get at Vic's around 1968 in Oakland when you're just sidling up to the bar. There's Vic Bergeron himself, the old wooden leg, saying, "What do you want?" You want a goddamn Mai Tai? I'll make one for you.
Let's keep the green theme going.
He was that kind of guy. It sounds like he was a hilarious guy.
Oh my gosh, Elizabeth, you saw in the theater?
That's the thing. I love that about him.
Yes. Oh, hi, Dismal. Oh, Daniel, is that you?
Okay,
oh my gosh.
That's the stuff. That is a goddamn Mai Tai.
All right, I want to do a UHF happy hour because you guys, it's unsung.
We watch 5-0. You see people having drinks. What are they drinking?
This is good.
Vic introduced this thing to the islands around 1953
goddamn Mai Tai is
when he had a whole menu on the Matson lines, and they made it to the island, and everyone's like, that's it, bang.
Night, Peter. See you Friday.
That's it, bang. Yeah, see you, Pete. Yep.
All right, and for those of you just joining us, yes, Weird Al and Kramer, yes, same guy.
All together. Yeah.
Those of you just joining us, Jet Set Tiki Bar in Newburgh on Friday evening. Marty is hosting a mod tiki market. His venture is hosting a screening of the Stars and Guitars Venture movie.
Ventures picture.
And
hello.
Ninth Wave will be playing.
Hello.
I'm gonna drop the link again.
You know, I think I completely forgot something. I'll be right back.
What'd you forget? I can't imagine. I dropped the link again. We'll be there. Marty will be there.
Hello.
Yeah, I think Ninth Wave will be there. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I met AI. He sent my crazy AI 3D album. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. UHF is so goofy, but I highly recommend. I still keep it. My 1974 UHF TV antenna just in case.
You never know. Might come back.
Yay. Okay, all right. Yeah, if you're in the Newburgh, New York area this Friday, please come. It's gonna be fun. Uh-oh. Is there some show and tell happening? All right. All right.
Some years ago, I'm in my local Salvation Army. I'm looking through the records, and what turns up? That's right, the actual 5
You gotta
album
tilt
of
it
the
down
Ventures.
more.
There we go.
Oh.
Yeah, check that out. This is the one, baby. This was a big hit for them. And they decided to cover the thing because it probably sounded completely right to them as surf guitarists.
Evan Hope will be there.
And this hit the charts. This did not hit the charts as a single, but it was actually a popular soundtrack album. That actually sold very well. And I think this sold really well too, even though this copy is the cutout. But it might have been a promo.
I wish I had known that was. I would have put it back here, but I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, well, it suddenly occurred to me. This is the second tier ventures. No, this is the third tier ventures. So we got Don Wilson, Bob Bogle. Those are like two original members. Mel Taylor, the replacement drummer, is awesome. He is some kind of crazy on the drum kit. And he looks. You look at him in the period, and he looks really, really square, and he's just total hammerhead. And then they had replaced their original bass player with original second guitarist with Jerry McGee.
Daniel, if you can get there Friday, I know it's short notice, but it's going to be amazing. Marty just posted some more details. Yes, Ninth Wave contributed 5 original tracks for the Stars and Guitars background. Okay. I'm excited. This is going to be really fun.
That is a level of coolness I can't even imagine.
I know.
I got a surf band.
Well, Ninth Wave is a level of coolness I can't even imagine. But
oh, true, actually. And we played with them. Well, you know,
I've go-go danced.
They're a surf band. The Ventures are like one of the original instrumental groups that completely defined surf before surf. They get the tapped to actually contribute some songs. It's like, hello, of course they're there. That's just so crazy you could do that. That's just awesome. And like their catalog, the Ninth Wave catalog is by now vast and just full of so many genres you can't even begin. They're great. They're fantastic. They are our Ventures. But the Ventures themselves will be playing at the Asbury Park Surf Music Fest in August, I think. I believe they don't actually have any original members, but
they don't call it that anymore. Now it's the High Tide Summer Festival.
High Tide Summer Fest, yes. I'm so sorry. Here I am, antiquated.
I know.
Been around. But yeah. Yes! Oh, there Emmy totally scooped me. Bang, doom.
Yes.
Somebody was telling us that
I don't think there
are any more original ventures per se, because I know that we lost.
No, I don't think it's the. I don't think they're doing the original lineup.
I think we've actually lost Bob Bogle some years ago, and then Noki, and then like who do you have left? I think there was like the not Jeremy Gee, Mel Taylor's kid was actually playing drums, and I think well that's awesome because I bet he just learned by listening. And you've got the hello. You get the hello.
My cocktail's gone. So
tell me, what am I supposed to do?
Can
I have a little cider?
What am I supposed to do with myself?
I just don't know what to do with myself.
I'm opening an Orchard Hill
Bone
dry draft estate cider.
From our local cidery.
Is large enough for Paul and me to share.
Well, I'll have
Paul
a little bit
and
of that.
to share?
Yeah, Paul and I, yes.
Paul and I to share.
Paul and I. I will be glad to take that. You know what I'm going to do? What I frequently do with a Mai Tai is add a few bubbles on top. And you know what? That's a really good idea. You might think, what?
This is super local.
You're adding
for
cider?
us.
Try it.
Ooh.
Try it, Beaches. It's a good idea.
Oh, and Marty says if you can't make it, you can watch Stars on Guitars for free with ads on YouTube. Okay.
Awesome. I am liking that.
Wait, Eric says, what about Laurie Anderson's version about the mysterious structure in southern Illinois, Woodhenge? What? I love Laurie Anderson. What? Hilarious. How do I not know about this?
Hilarious.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, Amy's asking for the link. Okay.
Drop it on us, man. That's the stuff. We're there to see
this is really
showing.
good. I'm going to give it some bitters, though. Just
We're there to see
for fun
a viewing at our local tiki bar. We have an ulterior motive because we're talking with the bar about potentially doing a screening of our picture
of Ellen White
in conjunction with the release of the latest Clams CD.
Yes. So, demand it. Do we have a...
The latest Clam CD, Clam Dip and Other Delights. Oh, no. The
Ceviche.
latest Clam CD is Ceviche.
Yes.
Ceviche. I was name-checking a different band. If you can name the band, you get a prize. So.
That's not even a band, is it?
No, it's an album title.
I know, but it's not. But isn't it a comedian?
Who?
Clam Dip and Other Delights.
No, you're thinking of Spaghetti Sauce and Other Delights.
Oh, I'm thinking of another Herb Alpert ripoff.
You're thinking of Pat Cooper.
Yes. I know. Maybe we could get the Clams to perform again.
We can always ask. We'll see what their schedule's like.
Ask.
It'd be great to have them. We've had them in our backyard twice. The Clams are some kind of awesome. I really
Paul
like
and me,
them.
not Paul and I. Hello, Rob. Okay, thank you. Okay, Paul and me.
Okay.
I said Paul and me, and then it sounded
corrected.
wrong to me.
And I.
But all right. Oh, hi, Dan.
Get in.
Yes, you can.
So apparently we can do that.
Let's have a ceviche album party right here.
I'll give a clinky drinky to that one right now. We are currently, if you have not been watching, we're currently enjoying a goddamn Mai Tai.
Come on down to Vegas and screen it. Well, maybe we will. I would love to do that.
Well, the red carpet premiere, I don't know.
Oh,
but
John, you're so sweet.
We're working on something at our local tiki bar, which is in Newburgh.
Entering Film
and
Fest.
Is named Jet Set.
Yes.
Let me just get this thought out because I want to make that clear. We're working with Jet Set to try to come up with a premiere date. They're very accommodating. It's a great spot. It's awesome to have a local tiki bar again. Although we also have in New Paltz Fuchsia, which is fantastic.
Yes.
Which is fantastic. They're just a little further, so something that's a half hour from the
Yep.
house is pretty kick-ass. So we're pretty glad with it. We're seeing about getting that together in conjunction with the Clams release party of their newest CD, Ceviche.
Yes.
Which is just all sorts of awesome. It's just great stuff. Hello. And of course, Dan provided, and the Clams provided the instrumental music that is the backdrop of the Cash Pit. That is our fictitious remainder store in Ellen Waits. There you go. Boom, dom, diggity. We're trying to get that together. We're trying to figure out the dates. Once that comes together, we'll let you know. With any luck,
we will let you
cross
know.
fingers,
Let you know.
with any luck, sometime in April. So, might be May, but, keep posted. I know you would have a little far to go, but If you'd love to do it, you'd love to do it, you know. So maybe we can get you there.
Well, and maybe we could go to Las Vegas.
I'd do Vegas in a hot minute.
We go anywhere.
At this exact moment, I would definitely do the desert.
I was telling my family, we do a family Zoom on Sundays. It was like, I would go literally anywhere right now. Like,
I tell you.
I need a vacation so bad.
I need a
Like, I would go
vacation.
literally anywhere.
That reminds me of the
Get out of my house.
reminds me of the single "I Need a Vacation" by John Backus. Anybody know that one? That's pretty hilarious. So,
I don't.
we own it.
We do?
So you can.
I've never heard it.
We'll make it easy. So we'll make it easy, folks.
I would go literally anywhere.
So the question
Oh,
is,
John, we would love that. Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah,
Yes,
that'd be
please.
pretty
Thank you.
kick-ass.
Let's talk.
you know, under different circumstances, I would be negotiating with the Kowloon.
Eric says I need a
but-
vacation from life. Me
Eh,
too.
yuck, yuck, yuck.
Me too,
I would say
Eric.
under different circumstances, I would be negotiating with the Kowloon, but they're undergoing their own business right now.
Oh,
so
I know. Well,
We'll
plus
see what it is. We'll see what it
they
is.
book D-list celebrities.
Well, if I were an A-list celebrity, I wouldn't be
They book
talking about this
No,
right
they
now.
book D-list celebrities. We're more like W list celebrities. we're no Danny Bonaducci. We're no Gary, what's his face?
See me?
Busey. We're no Gary Busey. We're no Danny Bonaducci. We're like lower than that.
So you mean in a world of gold and
We're no Tara Reid. I'm just saying.
in a world of gold and titanium and platinum cards, we're more like a zinc card. Is that it? I'm just asking, you know. Copper maybe?
Hi, Nina.
Not copper? Anyway. Hey!
What does it be such a... I need a vacation.
Yes.
Be so
Yeah, delicious. Yeah, that's it. It's the flip side of his big hit single.
Oh.
Delicious is hilarious. It's just him and a gal like getting
Vegas
loaded,
Ways.
getting loaded and laughing. It's just
Vegas
so
Ways. Thank
crazy.
you. Oh.
Hilarious. But yes,
Oh,
you're
and
right.
John, thank you.
Vacation is great. Yeah.
Yes, I would love that.
No, it's pretty kick-ass. I would do Calvin in a moment. I know that they're
I would
going
too.
through they're going through a lot of things now, and
I
you
would
kind of
too.
you have this feeling that either it's actually going to close or somebody's just going to come in and say, "Boom, done. I bought it," and then it just keeps going.
Don't will it into being.
They have announced that they're closing the joint. I can't say too much about that except it's a shame. But who knows? Maybe somebody's going to be
Negotiate
inspired.
with Kowloon. Oh, Amy's saying negotiate with Kowloon.
In April?
No,
Well, how-
no. They've got surf bands playing there in
Well,
April. We could negotiate for maybe May.
Amy, could you go offline and just start texting me? Exactly how endangered is Kowloon anyway? I thought this thing was about to close like next month.
Oh, John, you're so sweet.
They got
Thank
bands
you.
playing there?
Thank you.
No,
No, I don't think they're
They're
not imminently closing. I just think they announced that they weren't.
I want them to go on forever. I want to win the Massachusetts Powerball and just say I'm buying the place
Oh
and
yeah,
just keep
yeah,
going.
yeah.
You don't have to manage it. We'll find management and
Yeah.
see it's going forever. Yeah, but you know, I can't tell. I cannot tell the original family you need to keep this going. They need to do what they need to do,
Thank you, Eric.
and that is a simple fact. But if somebody else wants to kick on it, it's hard work.
Thank you, Eric, and thank you, Errol.
That's what it is, man.
Appreciate it. Oh. What
Boulder City Film Festival.
Oh my gosh.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Oh, Boulder City Film Festival. Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's so. My happy place is making stuff like acting, singing, writing,
Editing,
directing, like
editing.
all that. My happy place is the creative stuff, and then when it comes to selling it,
You got.
I'm not good.
No
I'm
interest.
not good at. No, well, not only do I not have any interest, but like it's horrible. It's horrible to make something and then try to sell it because it's like it's your child, it's your baby, and you love it so much, and then you put it out in the world, and people are like, "Your baby sucks," and it's like, oh, it's the worst thing ever. Like, no, not ever. No, people have worse. People have way worse challenges than me.
Well, it's
and I know
it's
that.
pretty bad when somebody calls your baby ugly. I'm just saying.
No one called it ugly. I will make that clear. No one called it ugly.
Not
this
in
is
those
just
words.
me. This is my brain. No one called it ugly, but you know, you think like I spent a year and change on this thing, and everyone's gonna love it, and people are like, don't care.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, it's
some of
the worst feeling.
some of those
so
submissions, as you have determined subsequently, you thought were potentially a little premature, and when we think
They
about it,
aren't
we're
closing
like,
tomorrow.
they're not. Okay, good.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, no, I love the movie. I really do. I love it. I believe in it. It's great. And yeah, no, it's just no one has we have not had any bad reviews.
No.
I just want to like have a reality check.
But at this point, how
No.
many people have we shown it to outside of these two?
We've shown it to like 3 people.
So the concept that there's any bad reviews is absurd.
No, I know. It's just
Let's not be.
but
let's not be.
in my mind it was like it was going to be like a ticker tape parade, and instead it's just kind of like crickets.
But you haven't actually.
I know.
I know. Jesus.
Submitting to film festivals is the worst because no one replies to you.
We've got to wake
so
up.
you put it out to film
reality.
festivals, and they don't reply.
And it just sits there. And you're like, what the hell is going on with this? And blah, blah, blah. I know.
Yeah, they don't reply. So it's like
terrible.
they could love it, they could
It's
hate it.
terrible. It's just, it's so harsh.
It's the worst. Like,
It's
I would
so
rather
harsh.
just have you shoot me down than like, oh, well, we'll let you know in 3 months. It's like, oh, just please, just no.
You have to put it in front of eyeballs.
Exactly.
In order for people
Exactly.
To
That's
actually...
why I just want to show it to people.
So, like, all this feeling
Yeah.
that we're both feeling about, like, it's like, it's not even there yet.
Oh,
It's
John,
not going to be there yet for a
thank
while.
you.
It's crazy.
Oh, find an agent. I know. Well,
Find an agent.
I have a.
Hey, if you can
I
tell
have
us
a
where to
whole
find an
story.
agent,
I have a whole
let's go to
story
town.
about that. I have
Yeah.
a whole story about that. We'll talk about that offline.
Let's just say that one does not find agents. Agents might find you.
Portsmouth has a wonderful film festival. Right. Oh, okay, John, please, yes, I will look into it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Eric, if you want to do a party, I would do Password.
John,
I would play Password with people.
John, let's connect.
Rough.
I would go to Portsmouth. I would
Hey.
go for the whole festival.
If they are actually closing those submissions in like a couple months, that's kind of perfect. So, and Portsmouth is pretty drivable for us. Not crazy.
Yeah, and I know, and
it.
it's like it's not like anyone said anything bad. It's not even like something I could point to and be like, "Oh, this horrible thing happened." It didn't.
Nothing happened.
Nothing
No one
happened.
said anything.
Nothing horrible happened. It's just when you work on something for a year and then it's over, and then nothing. Like I don't know, it's just done, and you're like, oh.
There is that factor. Of you have put all this together.
I know.
You're trying to put it in front of eyeballs. You can't even do it. You can't even do it. Because festivals make demands. It's like, no, you can't do this. You can't do that. If you premiere it here, you can't show it here. And I think, oh, that's great. I got to wait like 9 months for this thing to be shown.
No.
What am I going to do in the meantime?
No.
So you do like your third project in the meantime. What is this all about? It's craziness. We're just trying to put this in front of people at a movie theater. Hello. Anyway. Well,
we do have another film that we want to make. So
you have another film in pre-production. As a matter of fact.
Oh, John, yes, yeah, we will chat, John, because that would be awesome. Yeah, we would love to go up there and show it and see you.
So our second project is actually in production. Pre-production.
It's in pre-production.
It is happening already.
There's a script.
You've got a script.
I do.
You have a cast.
I do.
We have a DP. That's probably me. And I would be sound too, because this is really going to be shot fast and cheaper than the first one. Yeah. Just to be able, because we don't have to be expensive on this one. We can be really fast and cheap. And we just need a few locations and bang it out.
I think we have them.
Well, then we're kind of done with that.
We have the locations.
And what we need is a camera.
Yep.
Which is not a cheap device for what we need. and we're
Time.
working on it.
Time says if you ever need a dead body for a film on your head, you're hired.
I love that.
You're hired. I'm gonna write a piece for you to be a dead body. Time.
Well, it's like you watch the movie Sunset Boulevard, and at the very beginning of the film, what do you got? You get a dead body in a pool. That's astonishing. And then you have to go backwards in time to figure out how that body got there. Now, that's kind of awesome. Or the film DOA, the guy knows he's going to die. And he spends the whole film proving who killed him, and then he drops dead. That's astonishing. It's kind of amazing, these things. I like that film a lot, actually. It's kind of a good thing. And then there's the one... what's the one that's set in San Francisco?
That wasn't DOA?
Somewhere in the
Or was
night.
that LA?
Oh, DOA was set in San Francisco in Los Angeles. He flies back and forth a few times. Within the period of time, he's got like 17 hours where he's dead.
What was it
Amazing.
about San Francisco back then?
It was an intriguing city.
Yeah,
You
I know.
It was, if you're making these
Still is.
atmospheric
Still is.
crime pictures, it's kind of perfect. Well, I was thinking of Somewhere in the Night. 1946, I think. John Hodiak. Wow, that's a spooky picture.
Time. The
Very
male
cool.
Laura Palmer. Oh my God, this is hilarious. We should totally shoot this.
Well, I just got to say...
Time. Our people will be in touch with your people.
I just got to say this because it's pretty hilarious. Because you have done a lot of food service in your time, I have to say, he's dead, wrapped in catering plastic.
Catering plastic. Is catering plastic different from
I'm
other
thinking of those like those 18-inch like boxes of polyethylene wrap that they use to wrap up the big catering tins. That's hilarious. Couple of rolls of that over the body and wrap it up.
3 barrels.
Slightly macabre,
Goddess Estrada.
but if,
Oh, John, I gotta look for this. Okay, all right.
If David Lynch can do it, so can we.
Maybe this weekend. I'm gonna look that up, John.
Wow. Okay. Well, there's also The Trouble with Harry, which was a
And my chef coat.
Hitchcock picture
John.
where you have to try to figure out what the hell to do with a dead body. And it's extremely macabre, but that's Hitchcock. And like they spend the whole picture like burying and unearthing the body. It's
Wait,
just
which
really
one?
crazy. Trouble with Harry.
Oh, yeah.
The trouble with Harry is that he's dead. So you've got to
Yeah.
actually figure out what to do with the damn body. But that's
Danny
typical Hitch.
Bonaducci was a dead body on CSI. I
no
was
way.
thinking about Danny Bonaducci when I was
Danny.
thinking about D-list celebrities.
Danny is seriously hilarious, and of course he was on World's Dumbest because
I can't
he's
I
done
can't
his,
hate on Danny.
He's done his share of the stupidity, but he knows it and he owns it, and the fact is he's hilarious. So
Yeah.
I gotta say, he worked really, really well on that, and I really miss World's Dumbest because
Oh, me too.
the simple fact is it was displaying like absolutely stupid criminals in the world and the stupid things they do, and it's not like in the subsequent 10 years or so the criminals have gotten any more intelligent. In fact, they've gotten dumber, which means we need World's Dumbest more than ever.
I don't
Anybody?
know.
Anybody?
Well, they
Please.
might still do it.
If I'm missing it, it's a real shame.
I don't know. We don't have True TV anymore because we don't have cable.
Yeah. I gotta look it up. What's happening with World's Dumbest? Maybe it's time to reboot it if it's totally dead, Speaking of which.
I love that show though, because like they would show a video of some like it was usually surveillance video of some
Of course.
crime,
Yeah, some idiot doing some
and then
stupid
all
thing.
these D-list celebrities would comment on it. It was people like Leif Garrett or Danny Bonaducci or Tanya Harding. And yeah, the
Frank
comments
Stallone.
were the
No,
Frank
there's a D-list
God.
celebrity. Bang. Oh,
They were the best.
Hilarious.
It was so funny.
just ragging on these morons doing stupid things. So it was a really funny show, and I think the only show I can think
Oh
of.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Lisa and Harold loved World's Dumbest, right? Oh my gosh, is it still on? We don't have cable.
Anybody? I'd really.
It's
love-
got to be gone by now.
If
but
we
I
had
loved
a
that
10-year
show.
backlog of World's Dumbest, I'd be watching it.
And Dime says, I had lunch with Danny when he had a radio show here
No
in
way.
Chicago.
Ow!
I would love to hear about that.
Yeah, hot stuff.
He sounds like fun. He sounds like one of those people who had success early, went to hell and came back and has a sense of humor about it.
Bang.
Am I wrong?
I think he's kind of doing it,
Because he sounds like he had really, really hard times, but maybe can laugh at it. I don't know.
I think he kind of can. I think he's kind of stable, and he's doing pretty well these days. And the things he's been through are potentially hilarious. So
the characters were commenting on themselves. Exactly.
Then
they had the one where Leif Garrett was arrested for having a skateboard in the LA subway.
That's not why he was arrested.
Oh.
He was arrested for having cocaine in his
shoe.
shoe.
But didn't they stop him for having a skateboard? I thought that was kind of the ostensible, sir, do you have a skateboard?
They might have, and then maybe it eventually was revealed that he actually had opiates
in
his shoe.
But I think that they ostensibly were like, sir, you can't have a skateboard down here.
What? Dude.
And then they found out that he had cocaine, which...
Yeah.
Oops, but yeah.
So it's an oops.
Anyway.
So it's an oops. There you go. Boom, done. Who knows? Hilarious. The only other show I can think of which we used to enjoy a hell of a lot around here was featuring a different gang of idiots, which was Insomniac. Boy, do I miss that show.
Oh my God.
When we first moved in here, it was still on, and I think it was long gone shortly thereafter. And you got to go back 20 years to see Insomniac. And honestly, contemporarily, Dave Attell couldn't do it anymore because it's just not possible to go out and find people who don't know who he is.
Okay,
it's really too bad because it was hilarious.
He's really down to earth,
show.
kind of brash, and a wicked sense of humor. I love that. Okay, all right.
I would guess that. Sure.
Oh, okay. The other half that also had Dick Clark and Mario Lopez. What? There is so much content. There is so much content.
You just can't get under it.
No, you can't get under it.
So, hey, is that Antonio Vargas? I believe I'm right. Anyway.
Oh, I think it is.
In a Starsky and Hutch
since
mobile.
we couldn't play Hawaii Five-0 because our DVD player bit the dust, apparently. We have Charlie's Angels on.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to do a Charlie's Angels happy hour.
Oh, and Tanya Roberts is just taking down some thug there. Boom! Just like that. Is she taking down Doug Mossman? Anyway, hilarious.
I like the way she's like,
Oh, yeah, it's a little staged.
She doesn't even have to, put out an effort because she's Tanya Roberts.
Just kicking ass. Anyway, this is about that time.
I think it is.
Speaking of which, we've had some hilarity.
Danny does sound like our people.
I
am with you, Lisa.
I would hang with him in a second,
like
man.
people.
I'd have him on the show. Hey, Danny, you want a drink? Yeah, sure. Sounds good to me. What are you making?
Or he'd be like, oh, man, I can't.
Goddamn Mai Tai.
Yeah, I know.
And I did do that, didn't I? So
it's supposed to be a male version of The View. Oh, I'm terrified.
Oh,
all right, I'm terrified.
Okay, now it's time to go.
Anyway.
Time to go.
Well, I have to get up in the morning.
Well, I guess we got to do this thing for real. I know. But, the simple fact is we can be with you here for 2 hours on every Wednesday and just yak about this insane stuff. And it's a pleasure and an honor to be able to do it with you. Wherever you are, wherever you go. It's crazy. You know how to support us.
Thank you for joining
Some of you are already supporting us via Patreon. Thank you so much. You just got your monthly because biggest payment went through. So it's time for us to send a new round. You got a couple of drinks. You got a couple of recipes. All the stuff that you get.
Couple of drinks, couple of laughs.
If you're at the Glendora level, you got a horoscope. Oh. Yeah. I believe that's the box
Nothing
wino
like having
level.
Glendora read you your horoscope, right?
Well, if you like that kind of thing, the level's available. It's a monthly subscription.
Chips.
But there you go.
Marty, I am always up for a chips happy
Somebody
hour.
said chips? That sounds like a bunch of old man beer in the bar.
I am always
old
up
man
for
beer
a
bar
chips
for
happy
chips.
hour.
Cop bar. But this
Consider
is
it done.
Some kind of hilarious. So we'll see about that. If you go to our Amazon store, on Amazon, like a partner store.
It's the GD Mai Tai level.
You can support us that way. And we still have merchandise, of course. We still have records. We still have wine glasses. And we still have towels. If any of this sounds interesting, let us know. We sell these things through the mail. We can get these things to you.
We sell it through the mail. Like it was 1889.
It gets them there, doesn't it? No, we still have plenty of records for sale. If you do not have our record, let us know. We can get it to you. $14 postpaid anywhere in the U.S. That helps us out a lot because that's definitely the price of a bottle of hooch.
Oh, we love you too. Thank
That's
you.
the thing.
Glendora horoscopes. Ah!
Yeah. Please.
All right.
Disco themed chips. You know, Eric, wake up.
Disco themed chips.
Eric, they're all disco themed. Hello.
But,
Dude.
But the last few seasons
saying.
are even more disco themed.
They get kind of more disco themed, don't they?
Oh, Rockford Files. I'm adding it to the list. I'm going to add Rockford Files.
Smoky whiskey. We have some smoky whiskey.
I feel like next week might be chips. And then Rockford Files.
Well, we're just moving on towards the old St. Pat's Day, which will be there eventually. But, you know, you're talking some Rockford, some chips.
All right, I think chips.
Okay, yeah. I could.
Who says we don't have culture?
I say we can get down with
We got culture.
And we got the chips,
We
too.
got culture around here.
We had the wavy funyuns.
We'll have more
which are
chips
pretty
next
awesome.
week.
I'm going to have these chips.
Oh my god, I
immediately.
feel like the chips happy hour has to be like all
Different kinds of chips. This could be
Anyway.
hilarious. Thank you.
Oh, $6 million man.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Quincy.
Oh, the Punk Quincy.
Oh my god.
There's also the,
All right,
the
chips.
There's also, Amy, the punk themed chips. If you don't know about that.
Chips, Rockford Files.
So there you go.
$6 million man Quincy. I gotta go write these down.
Okay. You go do after we say everybody who's watching us right
you.
now for a couple hours. I'm so grateful you could be with us for a
Oh,
Wednesday.
you make our week too. Thank you, Julie.
It's just
you make our week too.
We're just trying to be here, sling a few drinks, talk about some inanity, and just take the volume down so your week is sane.
And
my
ours
week is,
too. Not
my
gonna
week
lie,
is better
ours
now.
Too.
Our week
So,
is better
yeah.
now. I hope this has done something for you.
Our week is better.
We're just offering a little entertainment in the middle of all this insanity, and I just want it to be nutty because there's insane and there's insane. We're trying to work the
chips.
insane.
Marty, I'm gonna look for Guinness chips.
Guinness chips. Okay, there we go. Boom, done.
All right.
All right, folks. Thank you all for being here.
Yes.
You know something. You know something no matter where you go or what you do. You know what that is? You know that we'll see you soon.
Good night.